Michael, do you want to do the intro?
I'm just like swallowing. Jeez, you can't do that. Like you gotta give me like a 10-second head start.
Well, welcome
Give me like,
to
hold on,
House
hold on.
Roll.
No, 1 second.
You gotta give him a warning.
Welcome to House Rolls. Thank you for joining this wonderful evening. We have a wonderful, but the screen froze.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. Anyway, welcome to House Rolls. We have a wonderful program for you this evening. A lot of shenanigans has happened previously, which will be quickly explained by our wonderful dungeon master, Cal.
Well, thank you, Michael, for that fabulous introduction. Where last we left you guys? Let's see. We only had 2 members
Cal,
of the
never
party
be
active.
a weather boy. That was. He tossed it to you, and you just.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
like,
no, I don't want it. I don't want it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, let's see what happened last time. Let's see. Lucian took control of the ship, mutinied the crew, and we crashed into the mountains. I think.
Inaccurate.
Right?
Inaccurate.
No,
The
You're like, did that actually happen?
the troop of winged elves crashed onto the ship, more like crashing a party, and basically we're like, hey, we're gonna get rid of that necromantic engine. And then the tensions rose as Meredith flew in on a Volantor, a winged dragon feathered creature of sorts that had some kind of relationship with and had essentially halted the whole exchange of conflict. I cannot storytell right now. It's real rough tonight, guys. And as that devolved into simply talking, which really is not much of a devolution, but you guys had found a degree of collaboration with each other, realizing that this was August's parent, and a little bit of the history there. You also saw Tower, Esmeralda, and Adira all get obscene migraines at the same time and go unconscious for some mysterious reason. And they were taken to their beds. You guys continued a conversation and eventually had come up with a plan to visit Camelot to reconnect with Elenara and Queen Camilio, and also to recover August's body. So the ship has started heading that way as Snitch and Lucian share a moment of how are we going to tell Tower when he wakes up that there's a plan. And also Meredith, who is seemingly skilled with the star chart, it was able to do something of navigating a course for you all. So with that underway, we get to all of you are kind of crashed out sleeping Tower. We come to you in your room, and you find that you are in this kind of sluggish state, reeling from some kind of mental exertion. You flutter your eyes open, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm not familiar enough with that. I'm proficient. Okay, I'm gonna use my real dice. Should I use pink, green, or chocolate swirl?
Pink.
Chocolate.
Because you have chocolate swirl plus pink, then it's like Neapolitan, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That is how it goes.
19.
All right. As you are fluttering your eyes open, you think you see a bit of a shadow creature, but you're able to just kind of wipe it out of your brain before it takes too much of a form. And since you're reeling, a voice whispers to you, feminine and kind of in a medium timbre. Nico. And there's no other sound that comes through. Just that.
Do I have a moment to respond?
Yes.
I'm gonna pull out the knife that I keep under my pillow and stab the closest thing to my ear. But not myself.
Okay. As
the
you
closest to your ear is your ear.
The closest not me thing to my ear.
as you roll over, you find yourself stabbing a pillow, and you hear this kind of like clink, as you realize that you've not stabbed into, but you've made contact just through the pillow with the music box, which has kind of been left on the bed next to you. Ting! And it utters, clinks a few notes out.
Did I take that?
Did you what?
Is that it? That's in my possession now? I can't remember. I took that?
Yeah, you did. I'm pretty sure you took that because you.
Okay.
It was it made a sound and it created a memory lapse and then you stole it.
Well, if it's a memory lapse, that explains why I don't remember it. So I'm going to throw that across the room.
Okay.
Hard.
Give me an athletics check.
Okay, I'll use pink this time, and we'll see where the pink versus chocolate swirl goes up. That was about to fall off. It doesn't want to stay on the table. 1. I'm not using pink. Hold on. Plus my athletics. I do have a good athletics.
Oh yes, of course.
6.
6. As you take the box in one hand and it just kind of like fumbles out, almost like something doesn't want you to hurt it. It's almost like some invisible force has like tugged it out of your hand, out of your reach. And it just kind of like falls behind you, creating an even softer clink than when you almost hit it with the dagger.
I kick it under the bed.
King! It rolls under the bed. You feel almost like a slight disapproval from some kind of like almost feels oddly familiar. Actually, like a disapproving father figure almost is kind of the feeling you get here. And even though you have no hard recollection of a father, that's the feeling that somehow your brain, your heart, your mind knows it.
Team Daddy Issues rears its ugly head.
Yes.
Adira, I would like you to make a perception check.
Okay, I'm using my real dice. That is gonna be 12.
It takes you a bit, but eventually you do hear the clinking of the music box next door, and you, as you kind of flutter your eyes open, you feel this familiar energy towards the captain's cabin.
Familiar in what sense?
Give me a history check or an arcana check.
Okay. The nat 1.
All the nat ones today.
Yeah, so that'll be a 9 total.
You can't figure out exactly what the relation is to what you've known, but you're just like, there's some sort of intimate knowledge of this power that you just can't pinpoint.
Okay. I'm gonna get up on kind of unsteady feet because I've been out for a few hours now, and sort of like rubbing my head a little bit and just, oh, God, and I'm gonna go on out into the hall and start making my way towards Tower's quarters.
Okay. As you kind of walk out, you walk briefly by Esmeralda, who kind of looks over at you briefly. What happened?
God, I have no idea. Was the sun always this bright? We're downstairs. It shouldn't hurt this bad.
It's not... It's certainly not pleasant. I don't understand
Do
what
you
went on. Hear what?
The tinkling, the music box. Do you hear it?
No, I don't hear it anymore. I assume it woke you up?
Yes, but it was familiar. I can't place it. I can't place where I know it. But no, I have no idea what happened. I know we were on the deck, and I know something landed. Something arrived on the deck, and were we attacked?
Shit. She kind of like pulls herself out of bed and says, "Best be wary."
Yes, I heard someone in the captain's quarters, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go check. I'm gonna go check.
I'll keep lookout.
Okay, all right.
Um,
And I'm gonna make my way over.
Okay. She follows kind of out behind, maintaining a sort of stealth check. Also natural one.
Oh,
It just means later session will be great, hopefully. She gets
Yeah.
out there, and she just like, it's like every floorboard is just creaking, and you're just like, this. It's just this dreadful feeling of her being the sneaky lookout. But you make your way over to Tower's quarters. The door is closed.
right. I am going to. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-bum. I'm going to very gently rap on the door and just, Tower, are you in there?
I will go over and open the door.
Thank God. And Adira is gonna like shuffle in. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, come
We
in.
land- someone landed, and I don't know what happened. Were we attacked?
Were we? I feel like somebody
I
would have
know.
told maybe.
I have no idea. I mean, probably if you're in here, I can't see it being a terribly successful attack because they don't have anyone posted on the doors.
I lean out of my cabin door, and I'm gonna yell.
What do you say?
I'm not actually gonna yell because I'm in an apartment.
Right.
Snitch! Were we attacked?
As you mentioned something, you hear like oh, and you hear like some body part make contact with like a crate, and like something tumbles over and creates a little bit of a clatter on the top deck. And from a sort of makeshift cot situation, Snitch kind of makes his way over. Oh, thank good you're awake. We were a bit worried about you. What was the question?
Answer my
Sorry,
question. Were we attacked?
Yes and no. It was taken care of. We don't hate me and don't overreact.
I feel Adira kind of takes a step back further into the room to get out of Tower's reach. Just I feel like that's not a good sign, but
There's we're going in a direction now.
Mhm.
Okay, great. You're really reacting to this very well. So we're going back to Camelot. We've made an arrangement. Do you remember the winged elves that landed at all?
Elves with wings. No.
Well, they landed on the ship, and then you got a massive headache along with the vampire twins. And oh, you're here. Also, it's kind of stressful, but we didn't fight, and instead now we're working together. I think that pretty well sums it up.
Sounds like you just grabbed your fucking ankles for these winged elves. What do we get?
Shit. He like kind of like he's still waking up a little foggy in the brain. Says, "Well, they're gonna help us beat the Baron, kill the Baron. So we have 7 winged elves. So we have air support now, which is helpful. And they
So
also
there's
said they
7
knew
fucking more people on this ship.
Yes. They also know where bones are, though.
I
That's
know where
actually-
fucking bones are. I could take them out of you right now.
I will say those probably won't. They probably won't burn very well though. They need to be a little bit dry. I'm shutting up. I'm shutting up.
Um. No, but seriously, I'm just glad you're okay.
You arranged this all yourself then?
He's gonna incite you. I don't know what kind of role you want to make, but he is trying to ascertain if you want this, if you would have been proud of him for arranging this, or if you are going to be pissed at him for arranging this.
I think my deception and persuasion are the same, but I guess in general, I try to be elusive with my feelings. So I guess a deception check would make the most sense.
All right, all right.
So, okay. Come on, chocolate. Stop rolling off the stupid table. Okay, that would be a 17.
A 17 definitely beats his 14. He
Okay.
takes a few moments, and you can see right through like his facade. He's like trying to read you, and in the result, you're actually getting a better read on him. And like it's more apparent than ever the approval that he seeks from you. And he just goes, "Yes."
Rosie, I call out.
Rosie, like a horror movie, just like is in the doorway with like a knife at the hand. Yes, Captain?
I'm gonna need your needle and thread. Someone needs his mouth sewn shut again.
My pleasure. And with a little bit of a flick to her red hair, she goes off and comes back shortly with a needle and thread. Is there anything you guys want to talk about while she's away for a brief moment?
Not me.
Okay. As she goes, Meredith, where do you think you would have been sleeping on the ship? There's kind of a general common room. There's not really any private rooms, but there would be options like on the deck that would be arguably more private.
Yeah, I would just sleep basically on the deck. I'll probably be kind of where I can keep an eye on Gaia, basically.
Okay.
Probably some like. Is there a crow's nest? Like I know it's like an airship, or is it like
it's
literally
a
like
regular
a ship in the air? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I probably went up kind of high, maybe.
Okay. All right.
Probably
Yeah.
like hanging out on one of the
Masts.
Yes, thank you. I was about to say a boat, and I'm like, that's not what it's called.
Yeah. So you've kind of like found a spot to hang out in the masts, and almost like a nocturnal creature glaring down at its prey. You're able to kind of spot a number of individuals, including Snitchley from earlier. You watch as Rosie kind of goes from Captain's cabin down the stairs for a brief bit, and seems to be carrying what looks like a small box with a number of things rattling inside of it. Wooden, mundane to some degree. Would you like to do anything?
I'm just watching, taking stock of where everyone is. Where did Lucian go?
Where is Lucian?
What time of day? Is it day or is it still night?
This is night.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay,
this is...
so Lucian said he would take the night shift.
Mhm.
So he's on the deck.
Probably in the
on
crow's nest, yeah.
Probably in the crow's nest, so yeah.
So almost like you almost have like a straight parallel to the ocean view of each other.
Yep,
Ro-
I'm just kind of up there. I'm kind of stitching.
Okay.
I'm over up there weaving stuff.
Okay, nice. With a little bit of fabric or material that you're using kind of hanging off the side. Rosie darts across, carrying the needle and thread. Snitch looks towards you, Tower, and as Rosie leaves, he goes, "Come on, what am I supposed to do? We couldn't have taken on all of them. There was a giant bird thing."
Well, it seems you just took it upon yourself to negotiate with no benefit to us.
Do you want this guy dead or not? This Baron? This Mavis Reed?
Making an awful lot of assumptions about what I want.
Sometimes talk in your sleep, okay? Caught a name here and there.
Oh, and you come into my cabin and just listen in?
Just while I'm walking by, you're not quiet. Some of us are actually worried about you.
I don't need anyone worried about me.
No, you haven't. More than anyone since... Never mind. He kind of turns away, and then, kind of the first time that, he has not been just completely subservient to you. And he kind of looks back and goes, "You don't have to do this alone."
Do what alone? Enlighten me.
Everything?
Yeah, I tried that, didn't I? It went real well.
I know we have a weird history, but as much as I hate it, I actually kind of care for you. I was just trying to help.
I need your help, I'll ask for it.
Understood. just kind of walks kind of bluntly out, and you can feel the quickening of his steps as Rosie is getting closer, and he doesn't want to be there when she gets back. As he kind of goes out towards the common room area, he just kind of goes down to below deck, and Rosie returns. Where'd he get off to?
Let's hold off on it now. For now, Rosie, I need to figure out what mess he's made.
Fine. With a scoff, she kind of buries her needle and thread with a tiny bit of anger and little objects into a box. Adira, as you kind of watch all of this transpire, you find your focus just narrowing in on the satchel next to Tower's bed. I assume Tower is not wearing his satchel. Or would he be? I'm wearing his bag.
It's not.
No.
No. He just woke up.
Yeah.
So he would have I didn't mention him putting anything really on other than what he must have collapsed in.
Yeah. Cool. You're sensing this strong scent. This almost like sixth sense of a feeling from it. And it reminds you a lot of various moments when you were first being taught how to hunt with Vilcus. I think you're muted.
Whoops. As this conversation's happening, I'm gonna like very quietly glide over, and I'm gonna flip up the, I guess, cover of the satchel very quietly.
All right. So you're trying to do this stealthily while these interactions are happening? Or are you just doing this in front of Tower?
No, I'm doing this very quietly. Like, I'm not trying to interrupt the moment.
Okay.
I'm not being like, oh, I'm gonna sneakily go behind Tower's back here or anything like that. But they're having a moment, so I'm just like basically making myself busy. Like, I'm not trying to intrude on this moment between them.
Okay.
I'm just kind of going around.
Okay. Tower, as you're engaging with this, you kind of barely clock like Adira kind of stepping off to the side to kind of get out of the way. I feel like since you're not actively trying to be like hyper stealthy here, maybe just passive checks. So passive perception versus passive stealth. So 8 plus whatever your modifier is. Those skills.
I think passive perception is actually just 10 plus perception.
Yeah, it's 10
It's not
plus.
8.
Okay, so it's 10 plus the modifier. I thought it was 8 plus proficiency plus.
No, that's
No,
spells.
that's yeah.
Oh. Okay.
When you're
so-
calculating passives, it's
10 plus.
base
Okay.
10.
Gotcha.
So
cool.
mine is 12 for passive perception.
Adira's is just a flat 10 for
A flat
stealth.
10.
Yeah.
Tower, you hear the flap of your backpack kind of. It fully opens, but you hear the bag being opened behind you.
Fuck are you doing in my bag?
There's something in here. It's
Yeah, my shit.
No, it's powerful. And Adira's like kind of peering in there. Can I clock like what it is?
Give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Do I know what I have in my bag that she's gone after?
I actually think I need an intelligence check of some kind to recall the things in your bag that she might be going after. And then based off of that, you may have to make a wisdom save. Adira, what's yours?
22.
22. As you're kind of going in, you immediately clock like a small little what looks like belt of 4 vials. each filled with kind of this viscous red liquid. It's got a pinkish tint to it, and you recall these being used upon prey. These were potions used in particular against particularly difficult prey to catch and or turn.
Okay. I see you made off with some particularly powerful items from Vicus.
Tower, what was your intelligence check?
5.
5? Yeah, you can't recall it. No saving throw necessary.
Do you know what these are?
I don't even fucking remember getting that one.
Would I know like the particulars of them? Like what they do?
What you recall about them, and I would say you remember this because it was used in your formative vampiric years, essentially. They hasten the blood, and they make the body effectively under the conditions of the haste spell to some extent, to a limited extent. But because of the accelerated blood flow, it also makes them susceptible to physical damage and makes it hard for them to focus, so their constitution, their wisdom saving throws have a penalty. So, kind of trade-off.
I don't know you to drink either of these. They'll improve some of your abilities, but you'll be particularly susceptible to any sort of physical injuries. You won't be as smart as you would normally be, and you won't be as tough as you normally are. So, just so you're aware. They're particularly useful for prey, anything you want to hunt. Very useful there.
Are they poison?
No, not quite. There's a spell that gives you certain abilities, allows you to do certain things at a quicker velocity than you normally would be able to. And this is an adapted version of that, basically, but where the spell allows you to do these things without any sort of penalty. This, and I kind of shake the vial. This, well, it makes the hunt a little bit more entertaining. They're able to run, they're able to put up a fight, but nothing of any consequence.
As she shakes it, you look in the bottle, and as she shakes it, you give me another wisdom save, because these things have a little bit of a grasp on you already.
Damn it! That would be a 7.
As she shakes it, you don't hear her words, but you see Nico in her place, kind of shaking it, and then kind of offering it to you. Like coyly, there's a flirtatiousness.
I'll take it.
Tower reaches out for the vial in your hand, Adira. What do you do?
What look on his, like, what's his face looking like right now?
Ooh, good question.
Yeah, I kind of want to know what's Tower looking like right now.
I would say definitely like confused, but kind of focused and mesmerized as well. Not anything, not aggressive and not scared, just very drawn, I guess. very interested, very curious, but also extremely confused.
Okay. Would I know whether these potions have any sort of built-in draw so that anyone who's not a vampire is more likely to drink them?
You actually recall quite clearly that when they were opened within close proximity to any creature that wasn't undead, it created this like charm effect, and it gave them a number of odd, charming illusions that they had to kind of sift through. And there was an immediate draw. Like, you would uncork it and the scent would draw them in. It was part of what made the hunt fun. It would like stall them from getting away from you for a brief moment, get a quick bite, and then they dart off and run and you chase.
Okay. Is this something that Dispel Magic would nip in the bud?
I would say you wouldn't know that. I would say you can certainly try.
Yeah, Adira's going to I'm gonna pull back the potion and kind of wrap it in my fist a little bit tighter and just sort of size Tower up for a second before cocking my head and waving my fingers and muttering again under my breath as I cast Dispel Magic.
Okay.
I'm just doing it at 3rd level.
As you mutter the incantation, Tower, all you hear, you see Nico back away from you, and at the same time that Adira, you utter this incantation, Tower, you hear, do you want me back or not?
Do I any of my senses about me in general?
I would say based off of your saving throw, I would say you don't believe this is Nico, but you believe there is legitimate possibility to getting to Nico through this.
Okay.
You believe something is some power, something, whether it be fate or whatever, which you don't necessarily believe in, is giving you a chance, I would say, is the sensation.
Give that to me.
Dispel Magic gets off. Go ahead and roll your ability check. I think it's an intelligence check for Dispel Magic.
Yes, it is. I'm just gonna post it in the chat.
Yeah, over a certain level.
Yeah, so any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends.
I think haste is 2 or 3, right? So that should just be automatic, I believe.
Yeah.
If it's just a modified haste, I think it's automatic.
It's not a haste level, though.
Okay.
There's multiple things going on with this.
All right, so intelligence? I have to math. That's a 16?
Okay. There are a number of effects that are on this bottle. Based off of your knowledge, I believe Dispel Magic allows you to target 1. So what is the effect based off of your knowledge that you want to try and end?
It seems like Tower, from my understanding, it seems like Tower is charmed right now by the bottle and is trying to get it for that reason. So I'm gonna try to remove the charm effect.
Okay. The magic goes off, and this almost powering down sensation in the air dispels the charm effect. You watch as Nico's visage melts off of Adira, and Tower, you regain your wits. And I would say there's still almost like a lingering fragment of possibility towards the bottles, but it is no longer this significant draw for you.
How do you feel?
Are these
I need
fucking
to-
winged elves?
I mean, how do you feel about the bottle? I need you to be completely honest.
It's fine now.
No other. You're not feeling drawn to it, and I'm gonna shake it again and like sort of wave it closer to his face.
Do I need to make any sort of save or anything?
I don't think so at this point.
Okay. Get that out of my face.
Right. Perfect. Adira's going to tuck it back into. It's like on a bandolier, I guess.
Yeah, there's
Like a
four.
belt?
There's 4 vials, kind of on this. Yeah, on this like belt with each, kind of pockets, if you will.
Okay. And Adira's going to like slip it over her head. She's gonna say, "I'm more than happy to give this back to you, but it seems like
No, keep that shit away from me.
perfect, wonderful. I will say that you seem to have a good friend there, and I'm gonna kind of nod my head towards the door. I don't know you very well.
No, you
I
don't.
No, I know I don't, but I do know what it's like to lose everyone. And I do know.
I'm walking away.
All right, very good. Adira's just kind of going to stop and she's going to go, I tried. Far be it from me to stop you from potentially getting thrown off your own ship. And she walks out.
So, real quick, I missed it. Did Snitch take credit for the arrangement, or did he not?
He did.
He did? Okay. Alright. This is better then.
Lucian and Meredith. I think it's okay to go to both of you, as I feel like you're not any more than 15 feet away from each other, just kind of on different, separated elevation points. What are you guys up to?
I'm analyzing how I don't feel anything because I'm dead.
Jeez.
Has Lucian started
And-
journaling?
I'm going to be staring out at the sea and looking at the stars and looking around, doing the sentry post job,
Mm-hmm.
trying to gauge the wind, realizing I can't really feel it that well unless I really think about it.
Mm.
Taste the air. Oh wait, I'm not breathing. And I'm gonna be thinking about how I'm gonna explain my current situation to my fiance. That's a thing.
Mm-hmm. Give me a perception check as you're gazing into the night, keeping watch.
Perception. 13.
You gaze out for a while, and over your time, as you're pondering and deep in thought, you don't notice anything in particular. You find your mind drifting to August and Gethel, in the wake of last night's events as well. Speaking of which, Meredith, what are you weaving? Do you think, or has it taken form yet?
I am weaving names.
Hmm.
I stitch in kind of in a mix of like, I'm basically kind of like weaving the stars a bit, but I'm kind of in between the stars, kind of very subtle. There is Lucian, there's Gaiam, there's August. I'm working on August's name. And I casually look over at Lucian, watch him a little bit. Does he seem angsty? Like, really angsty? Jittery?
He seems more pissed than anything.
I kind of look at my shadow that's kind of on the mass with me, and it kind of swerves, kind of seems like it's kind of mingling or bothering Lucian's shadow. But she will just speak up. Are you always this angry?
More so lately.
I'm assuming.
My
I'm
nipple.
assuming that loss was recent.
Yeah. And always. But my current method of dealing with it typically isn't the most appropriate right now, considering it wouldn't do anything.
You mean, what? Getting drunk?
No. And I'll pull up a studded belt. This is how I deal with loss and stupid mistakes.
Understood. Self. It's mutilation, the quiet word. Flagellation, maybe.
Something like that. It's a real stress reliever. Really helps clear your mind, but since I'm dead,
When he mentions that, because I don't think I think I was talking to Gaiam when he fed. Gaiam did mention vampires. So, that means you are.
currently and very recently. So I guess loss includes myself.
It is proper to mourn the dead, whether it be yourself or another. But
Mourn yourself. Is it proper to mourn oneself?
time to time,
Or
just don't get lost in it. Let it brew. Let it fester.
What?
So, what exactly are you if
You should all be in the third drawer from the bottom, from the
daughter?
top on
Does
the
that
next
make
to the
you a
stove.
witch of some kind?
I'm not as powerful as my mother. Magic comes to me differently than she. But I'm not. I guess you can label me as a hybrid or a mixed. I don't do spells and incantations. Nothing like that. And I will actually use my shadow. What does Lucian have on him at the moment? Anything that's like don't weigh as much, like probably like a coin purse or something.
Something that doesn't weigh very much?
Mm-hmm.
That you could grab? Like
Yep.
easily?
Yeah. something that can probably like no less than what, 5 pounds, I think.
Yeah, I believe
I think the easiest thing to grab would probably be his pipe.
Okay. You see, Meredith kind of reach out, and her shadow kind of moves through yours as it seems to be like crawling over it, and takes the shadow of the pipe, and the pipe itself lifts and drifts over to her.
It's a neat trick.
Yes, I guess you can call it that. I have plenty of tricks, apparently.
Meredith, as the shadow kind of goes over, it's but a brief moment, but there's something about the way your shadow interacts with Lucian's that puzzles you. It's almost like they are compatible shadows, is the closest thing your brain can come to think of it. You make a note of it, but it's nothing hyper significant.
And I would just, once the pipe comes over, and I would look down at my shadow, and I will speak in abyssal to it. Happening, behave. Have some decency.
I like that one.
Don't be so quick to make friends.
Fine. I'll relax, but I think that one could be, could be part of your goal.
Possibly.
Reaching true haghood? Think he could be a part of it. Just say.
Well, if Mother was interested in, maybe there is something there.
The shadow quiets next to you.
You know, you don't speak to yourself in the most pleasant voice.
Oh? Then what voice should I speak to myself to?
I'm just referring to...
The abyssal.
Yeah.
Tower, you kind of walk out and catching like this guttural abyssal language being uttered. Meredith, I would say make a perception check to see if you can tell where it's directed. Kind of
Me or
Tower?
Oh,
You're muted.
You're muted.
Sorry, I was just talking to myself. While I was looking for
There's a
my
theme.
perception.
There's a theme.
Sorry, that was an 11. Sorry, I was talking to myself because I couldn't remember.
That's all good. You're unable to tell the direction which Meredith, but you do hear the abyssal language being uttered.
And I presume I understand it.
Do you know abyssal?
I do.
Ooh, you do. Of course you understand it.
Of course.
Adira, you kind of get left in the room, and no one has finished a full rest. Adira, do you eventually kind of like leave out and follow Tower, or kind of go to your own space? You're muted.
I keep forgetting that I mute myself. I need to stop doing that. We're all just talking to ourselves tonight. It's fine. I'm going to kind of stand in Tower's room for another second and just like, right, you signed up for this. You're fine. Everything's fine. And I'm going to go and find one of the elves because I need to feed.
As
No.
you kind of leave, actually just about on cue, the male, more masculine silhouetted individual, Shatterkai, comes over to you, and kind of looks over and says, "Well, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I'm both glad and also dreading the fact that you woke up. No offense."
None taken.
Based on what happened to his wife. Oops.
I promise I've been doing this for quite a while, and it's very unlikely that I'll lose control. I promise.
Well, that's comforting. You also seem just to have a gentler temperament. Kind of holds up the forearm.
Yeah, dear will sink her teeth into it.
Ah!
What am I rolling? Because this is the first time that I've fed. So what am I rolling for this?
Just a bite attack.
Don't
Okay.
roll a nat one, this poor man.
Yeah.
Just damage, because it's an automatic hit.
And I have the
Yeah.
magical super teeth, so this went very well for me last time.
And that's sorry, I don't have for some reason I don't have it on here. That's a D4, D8?
I believe it's a D6.
D6. Cool. That's a 5.
5. You heal the 5 damage. This is just straight up feeding. And he kind of winces in pain. But he kind of like looks at you expecting more. But you are satiated. Actually, well, this is dependent on your health. Where is your health at?
My health is at it's at 39 right now after I heal the 5 hit points. So I can go again.
Okay.
That's a 10.
10 damage.
Yeah. Or
Okay.
no, it's a sorry, I rolled the attack. That's a 3 damage.
3 damage. More
Yeah.
blood kind of gets sucked out. He kind of just looks at you like ready to take more. Like, is it gonna get worse? Yeah.
At that point, I unlatch and I just like, not the worst I've ever had. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I'll come find you in the next couple of days.
Couple of days. Do you not need to feed very often?
It depends on, what I'm doing, how strenuous everything is. Usually I can get a day or two before I need to.
All right. Also, when you get a chance, since you're the only one that we can talk with at the present moment, we'd like to talk to you about something. And he kind of like looks over towards the draconic beast-like creature.
So I can talk now, if everyone else is available.
Says, just come on over. Kind of leads you over to the side of the boat. Are you familiar at all? I mean, we can tell that you're a magic practitioner of sorts, but are you familiar with transformation magic at all? Anything that can turn one thing into another?
Not particularly. My specialty is a bit more on the divination side. What were you looking to do?
It's one of us just had a funky dream, and well, it's not worth people's time if we don't have the magic.
No. What was the dream?
And hear me out. It's gonna sound crazy, but well, my wife Malaya had a dream that one of our sons was transformed into well, to put it bluntly, that thing.
That thing? That specifically? Or something like that?
She says it looks exactly the same. told her I'd talk to you about it. She doesn't have the greatest command of language.
No, of course. Do you mind if I speak to her? Or do you know, how was your son turned?
Didn't really describe the process much, just that there's a lot of screaming, body parts bending and snapping and growing in places they shouldn't. And from what she described, it seemed like a long time. It happened gradually. It was painful.
Right.
It's so out there. I don't.
No, no, not necessarily. It's entirely possible. I mean, there's a lot of magic that can do that exact same thing. It's curses that could do the exact same thing. This thing that's there, is that like one of our? Is that what is this thing? Because is this like a creature that was here before the winged elves showed up, or?
Yes, this creature has been here for a while. Kind of been really reserved and kind of kept to its own. But it's kind of this grayish blue draconic creature. It's a large in the large category, so it's roughly 9 feet long. It's kind of more bulbous, and the longer you look at it, the more hideous it is. It has all these like calluses that have been built or like grown out. It looks like a mangled draconic dog kind of thing. Lots of scars, and there's a brand on the side of it as well.
Yeah. It was the creature that was having seizures and got thrown off the boat, and then Lucian put him back on the boat.
Okay, it's that thing. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
I'm gonna just you wait here, or where are you and your wife staying to? I can come speak to you in a bit. I'm going to see what I can do. I might be able to confirm or refute your wife's theory.
We appreciate it. We're trying to take up as little space as possible. Kind of caught on to some tensions, so we're just over there. And like they point to kind of like a corner over by a couple of crates.
Yeah, probably for the best. Probably for the best. I'll be over in a few moments, and I'm gonna like give his shoulder a little squeeze, and I'm gonna go over to the creature, and I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
And see if I pick up on anything.
Yeah, absolutely. As you cast Detect Thoughts, immediately, you hear a smooth, somber voice, kind of humming. Just kind of an elegant and somber tune in their head. At some points, different voices kind of echo over the first one. And its consciousness is almost like a blend between beast and humanoid. There's definitely more sentience than is normal, but it seems clouded, obscured, if you will. Do you want to press any deeper?
I do. I want to press deeper, and I'm gonna stand in front of it, and I'm gonna say, "Hello. Do you have a name?" And I'm gonna press deeper and see if A, it answers me, or B, if I hear anything interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. As you press deeper, you hear a brief back. Hi. My name is Dorian.
Dorian. It's a lovely
Yeah.
name.
Wait, you can understand me?
Yes, and Adira's I'm gonna tap my temple and say, I have some abilities. I'm learning some magic. I can hear your thoughts.
you not only hear the thoughts, but you can also get this this chronic sense of pain, like across the whole body. Like the skin just never stops tingling with pain. And while Dorian has become used to it, it's still, it's just there always.
You're in an incredible amount of pain, aren't you?
Yeah. This body doesn't feel right.
Were you always in this body?
No. No.
No.
No, I looked like them. Creature kind of nods over towards the Shatter Kai.
Like them?
Dark
Do you
hair.
recognize?
Haven't taken a closer look, and to be perfectly honest, my eyes aren't. I can't see like I used to. Everything's a little fuzzy.
Of course. Adira's gonna put her hand on his neck and just sort of pet gently. Do you mind if I sit with you for a moment? I'd like to see what happened to turn you into this. I'm going to see if there's a way for me to undo it.
You can sit with me, but I'm not sure you want to see what's deeper in.
You do, Dorian. And I'm gonna settle on the deck, cross-legged, and I'm gonna start ritually casting Detect Magic. I want to know exactly what is going on here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Detect Magic is a concentration spell, I believe. So it will enter Detect Thoughts.
Yeah, it'll drop my Detect Thoughts.
As you start to ritually cast it, remarkably, there is a faint trace of transmutation magic, and a faint trace of abjuration magic, but over the body and the skin and the scales, it's not. Whatever caused this was not just arcane in nature.
Okay. All right.
As you are a magic driven character, you don't necessarily know the sciences of the world as well, which is kind of involved in this. So
Yeah. Okay. All right. Once I'm finished, I'm going to put my hand back on Dorian's side, and I'm going to say, I can't hear you anymore, but I'm going to try to get rid of this. All right? I'm not sure if it'll work, but it's the best that I can do right now. And I'm going to cast Dispel Magic and see if that works.
You know what? I do want to see. Yeah, you know what? Why the hell not? Give me an intelligence check. There are some elements of this that you could affect.
I need this to be a good roll. And this dice has not been doing that for me tonight. Okay, that is a 15 plus 8. I need to math. I do have my phone as a calculator because I can't be trusted. 23.
23. As the spell takes hold, you watch as some of the harsher calluses almost dissolve. Like they were arcane growths on the body creating some sort of effect. The scales kind of smooth over, and the creature kind of takes a sharp inhale. There is almost like a clarity that comes to their eyes. And you've alleviated something. I would say you don't necessarily know what, but the spell did have an effect.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna try it again.
Again.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it again to see if it's like a basically her thought right now is, okay, it alleviated something. Maybe this is like a multi-layered transformation, so I have to dispel individual parts of it.
Meredith, as this is going on, your shadow like starts like stretching and like tangling itself and like reaching out towards Adira, and then kind of pulls back and goes, "She is so dumb."
Do I? Can I recognize what's happening down there?
You can make an Arcana check. Adira, go ahead and give me another intelligence check.
Okay.
Oh, that's a nat one.
That's not good.
I rolled a nat one in my shadow. Wait.
Nat 1,
Wait.
nat 20.
Wait. Okay. Here.
Ooh! Okay,
Here,
Meredith,
Kyle,
the
I'm
natural
sorry.
one.
And there.
With a natural one, oh man. Ooh.
Quite sure. Sorry.
You feel like she is the knowledge in your head harkens back to an old Fae tale, and a wild guess of yours is that she is accidentally invoking like a powerful archfey.
Okay. And do I know what kind of creature this is? It's you said it's draconic, right?
Yeah. I would say it's pretty obviously draconic.
Okay. Ooh. I will call down. I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Adira finishes the spell.
Ooh.
You just call down from above deck, just at the deck. I wouldn't do that if I were you.
The natural one.
Yeah, natural one. I couldn't.
Hey, don't do that. Everyone's below deck.
Adira, what was your intelligence check? Natural 20?
At 20, so that's a 28.
Oh man. Oh, this is you reach out, and with the combination of like the lingering mind magic that mingles with this dispel magic, the world around you goes black, and you're standing at like a stasis version of Dorian, and you're in this kind of ethereal state, like an astral projection kind of thing. You're not fully physical here, and you go over, and as part of the casting of the spell, you like feel like you can start to peel layers of skin off of this thing, and you do so mindlessly just as part of the casting of the spell. And as you do so, eventually you reveal some kind of humanoid form, and black hair over this lithe body stares up at you. And you just see this wicked grin of Mavis Reed staring back at you. You
That's what it is. So
you have a remarkable hold on whatever magic is surrounding Dorian in this moment. If you choose to, you can try to wrench it off Mavis Reed's influence and all, but you do not know what the consequences of that will be. This is like probably the most control you've ever felt over magic, so there's like an exhilaration of power, but also like it's like Zuko with lightning and After the Last Airbender, where he's just kind of holding it. He's like, fuck, what do I do?
yeah, like, oh shit. So this Mavis person, I obviously have no idea who they are, so they just look to me like this creepy, malevolent thing, and I understand that this isn't Dorian.
You understand this isn't Dorian. It's a feminine face, like black eyes, like no irises, dark black hair, kind of a deep tan skin. There are like coils of red throughout the hair, and the longer you look at her visage, the more it like kind of shifts and changes.
Okay, Adira is... I am going to look back at this and... What is it that you want with a child?
No words, just breath. And you get the feeling you're not communicating with a being, you're communicating with the essence of a being. It's beyond
Okay.
language.
Okay. Adira is going to pull back for a moment, and she's going to say, I won't let you have him. And she's going to try and pull him free. Damn it!
Your hands grasp the like rocky, mangled skin, and you can feel just the tension of it pulling off, the splitting of this snake-like skin just coming off of this creature. You guys watch as Adira physically, like, body kind of like goes dark, veins pulsing black throughout her body, which is weird because she's a vampire. She doesn't really have veins. And she goes over and like grabs one of like the ledges of skin and just begins to pull. And you guys watch as Dorian kind of like snakes its head a little bit. And Adira, from your point of view, you hear this cackling. And it pulls off. And as you pull it off, it begins to wrap around you, morphing your body, crunching over you, bones splitting, form taking on anew. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, alright. I need this to be good.
I will, watching this, I will definitely call to Lucian. Your friend is most likely going to die.
What? So, like, can I see this? I mean, they're below deck.
Yes.
She just says to
So
me randomly.
you just watched Adira, like, straight up dig her hands into the skin of Dorian, pull
but they're
it
below
back.
deck. I'm like
No,
in a
no,
crow's
no.
nest.
This is on deck. This is like top deck.
Yeah.
What? Hold on. This
This
is
has been
happening.
on top deck, yes.
I would
the
have
whole
done
time.
something way earlier, but okay, we're past that. All right.
Like the hands are like
That's
dug
why
into the
narrative
skin,
called down.
It's
'cause
like-
she saw it.
pulled off, and you watch as like almost like a snake, like a living rug. It like crawls off the skin and begins to wrap around and just like suffocate Adira.
Okay, but
What was your Constitution saving throw?
what has Dorian doing? Sorry.
Nat 15, so that's a 22.
22. It tries to crunch down on you and like merge with your skin, almost like a burning sensation across your flesh. You feel it try to merge with you, and somehow, whatever you're doing, you're able to fortify your body through your arcane abilities, and it hasn't merged yet.
So,
Okay.
so the skin popped off Dorian and is attacking her.
In its wake, you see a like grotesquely thin body, like emaciated, covered in like black blood, that just like is kind of laying limp. You can't see any physical features. It's too obscured by the liquid. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh boy. Meredith just sitting up there like, y'all good?
I'm not even sorry.
Why?
19. This dice. This is my dice.
All right,
15.
over 20. Anyone over 20? All
You're
right.
muted, Mike.
Oh wait, were you over 20, Lucian?
That's not good. No, I got a natural one.
Oh,
Oh,
yikes.
we got so many natural ones. This
15 to 20.
That one.
Oh, I'm 15.
I'm 19.
So 15 for Meredith,
time. Uh-huh.
and then 19 for Adira?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
All right. We need 10 to 14. Below 10.
7.
4.
All right, Adira, at the top of the round, what do you want to try to do? At the moment, you are considered grappled, but you can still try to take some actions. You're just kind of like completely enwrapped in this thing. What do you want to do?
I'm going to try to break free from the grapple. Now, keep in mind, I have a -1 to strength, so probably
Alright.
not gonna go well.
Give me an athletics check. Also, I will say all of you are able to tell this is kind of a weird. It's not fully a creature. This is less of a combat and more of a skill challenge of sorts. So, get creative.
That is a 3.
3. You try to fight against it and just crunches down. You feel like your wrist snap, not in a sort of like damaging way, but just in like a harsh cracking of knuckles almost kind of way. Anything else you want to do? Any bonus actions? No movement.
No movement. No.
Okay,
No.
Meredith.
Oh boy. Okay, so I will. I'm going to try to slide down from the mast to the deck.
Okay. You are. I would say you're able to do so. What's your dexterity?
17.
Yeah. You easy. Whew.
All right. And I will run over to it. But I will try. I'm not going to grab it, but I'm going to try to claw it off of her.
Okay. So, what check do you want to use for this? Do you think?
Because it's like skin. It's not particularly like a thing, right?
Yeah. I. You know what? I would say, this is hag magic. So I would say whatever roll you make, I would say you can take an advantage.
Okay. I guess I will. Ooh, what can I use? I guess I can. I want to see. Like, can I attack it with my shadow per se?
Yeah. Use your shadow to kind of like mess
Okay.
with it. Let's see, maybe a spell ability check.
Okay. So my spells usually. Okay. To use my shadow, I have to use wisdom. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So just the spellcasting ability check.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Okay. 13.
13. Your shadow reaches out towards it, and it like hums with this eagerness and also hesitance. And it, like, you watch as the shadow mingles with the shadow of the skin. It kind of pulls back. You hear this, like, ripping, tearing sound as, like, part of Adira's face becomes visible for a brief moment. And the shadow is kind of stuck holding this open. So, Adira, you now can, like, see. And the first person you see as, like, a bit of light, a bit of moonlight drops in, just kind of the blue and the red in the sky above dancing across their skin. You see Meredith, just kind of, like, what kind of pose is Meredith in?
It kind of looks creepy. You see her kind of like reaching out. You see black claws kind of reaching out through you, and you see that the tattoos on her neck and sternum kind of glows like a bright red.
Yes, excellent.
You haven't seen this person before. This is the first time you've seen this person.
No, and you do see like a wreath of like of thorns and bones mixed in going around her like long hair.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Not a very good sight to see.
I love it.
Honestly, Adira's into it. She's like, thank fuck. This is way better.
But yeah, just with like claws wrenching out, you see a darkness pull the skin aside for a brief moment, and it seems to be holding itself there. Not pulling it any further, but able to give you like almost like a breath of fresh air and a bit of visibility. That gets us to Tower. What are you doing with your turn?
Well, I had stormed off originally.
You hear, you hear lots of flopping and like, you know, like a pound of like black blood. Not that you can know the color, but just hitting.
It sounds
the
like someone
wood.
slamming a raw chicken against a wall.
Oh my god.
That's not a good description.
Oh,
It invokes something else.
I'm gonna come back up.
Lucian, what are you doing to that chicken?
Kind of like Troy in Community with all the pizzas, and he comes in and the room's on fire. Just like fuck. And that's my turn. I don't
It would
Cool.
take you some time to like get up the stairs, and you know it's a big ship. So that I would say honestly, I probably would have made you had to have used a dash action anyways just to get there. So
Yeah.
that works out. As you kind of get up, you see like the visage of like a shadow pulling the shadow of the skin that's like lingering off of Adira. Lucian.
I'm gonna jump off the crow's nest and
Okay.
superhero pose, land, and it's not gonna hurt because I'm a vampire. So you know, yeah.
Because of your specific blood wounds, or because
yeah.
okay.
Because I'm a vampire. So no, I'll fall and I'll take half damage. I'll jump off and I'll take half damage.
Okay.
So yeah, I still need to take full damage.
You're gonna take a total of 5 bludgeoning damage.
Is that halved?
Yes, that's after the half.
Okay, that's half. All right, cool.
It's like a
Yeah.
25-foot drop.
Yeah, that's yeah, I pose. Absolutely. And I'm gonna grab Adira and try to pull her out. I said, "Don't touch Dorian!" Because I would have done this way earlier if I had realized they were on the deck.
So, as like the only way to do this is to like get on top of the skin, which is completely surrounding Adira, and to like reach into the cavity that has opened itself because of Meredith's shadow, and like reach in and try to grab her shoulders. That is the only way this works. Is that what you want to
Great.
do?
Sounds amazing. We're gonna
Okay,
do that.
give me an athletics check.
Yeah, I am super cool with this athletics. With a 19.
19. You reach in and you pull her out ever so slightly. You get her arms kind of free, and kind of a waist down is still completely covered. But Adira, you've been kind of wrenched for a brief moment, able to be more about you, gaining full control faculty over your upper body. That brings us to the skin. I need a strength saving throw from you, Adira.
Terrible. So bad. It's a 4.
Wait, I think because the ominous will thing,
Mm-hmm.
she's making an ability check.
Mm-hmm.
She can roll a d4 to see if the number is odd, I guess, or if it's even, it will help.
Wait. Wait, what?
Oh
wait,
no,
what
because
is
she
this?
wasn't the next. This was ominous will. I posted in the chat.
Let me.
I
Yeah,
don't know
let me-
who was right after me.
Next time she or a creature within 30 feet of her and in sight makes an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw, roll a d4. If the number is odd, reduce the total by the number rolled. If the number is even, increase it. So I rolled a 1. So now it's a 3. Yep, now it's a 3.
I think that's for when you roll a 1, though, Meredith.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
for when
I had
other
rolled
people.
a 1 for Arcana.
Oh, that's right. Oh, so it needs to roll. Oh, that's right.
I rolled
not-
a 1.
I'm not sure if this is gonna help or hinder.
I mean,
She rolled
much
a 1. You
with
can't
that
do
one.
worse.
I was about to say if you rolled a natural one, you
Yeah.
rolled a natural one. It was a 1 on the d4. So the
Oh,
creature
sorry.
kind of like cackles a little bit in abyssal and like a child pulling a prank goes with the skin, like letting it close over over Adira for a brief moment. As the one you get in, you're muted again, Adira. You feel this sucking, and you find yourself pulled down. It now is covering your left shoulder, leaving your right open, but like you're kind of sucked down, and there is this emptiness beneath. And on the other side of wherever this skin is trying to pull you to, you feel lanky, bony, flesh-covered fingers with long, pointed nails grab your hand. It's your
Take
turn.
that. Okay. Okay, so this I have one arm out.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to cast True Strike.
Okay.
Am I grappling that arm, though, pulling her out? I guess I wouldn't hinder you, so it's whatever.
Yeah, you get. We're not gonna get that nitty gritty with it. So Adira, yes, you cast True Strike.
Yes, so I get a brief insight into the target's defenses, and on my next turn, I have advantage on the first attack roll, provided that the spell hasn't ended.
I'm gonna say, because this is again less of a hell of a combat and more of a weird thing, we're gonna use a creative interpretation of the spell, and you get almost like this is a remote entity being controlled by that figure that you met within the skin. I would also say it is, you are catching, this is old magic. This is the type of shit that like defies a scientific reasoning, which is deeply uncomfortable to you as a wizard.
Yeah.
This is the kind of magic practiced by the ancients, and this is some kind of ancient curse. And you are meddling with it. And so I would say that's the nature of what you're able to figure out.
Okay, all right.
But you will have advantage on that attack next attack, correct?
Yes, yeah.
All right. Cool.
And that's really it. That's all I got.
All right, Meredith.
Realized I was muted. Bonus. Can I use a bonus action on this?
Yeah, it's a full round, so.
Okay. Bonus action. Meredith will begin singing. and she's giving bardic inspiration to Adara
Okay.
because she's like, "Girl, you might need it."
Is that a D4 or D8?
It's a D6, right?
D6.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
D6.
And Meredith, I was going to say, like, do you want to give us a little bit of a snippet of what this singing sounds like?
What is it? Kind of like a darker version of freaking Ariel a bit.
Part
love
of
it.
your world. Oh, okay. Like
No, it's definitely Vanessa. Like
Yeah, more
when
than Vanessa.
Ursula is sexy.
Oh,
and
yeah.
She's on the beach.
Well, listen, Ursula was sexy in both versions.
Ooh, I like it. Yes.
Love it.
So that's my bonus action, and my action, I am going to again try to enforce Ebony to pull it off.
Yeah. Give me another check. Give me another spell check.
And it's an advantage because it's hag, right?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it to you. Also, as a side note, as you saying, oh, what was it, a natural 20?
Yes.
Hey.
And finally balanced out all the natural ones.
As you sing, you notice the body slumped over in like black blood, kind of like spins over, and like what the music that came from your voice kind of like sprung that body to some kind of action. As you command your shadow in this moment of like, oh, I have the advantage here. You not only command your own shadow, but everyone else's goes to the creature, and you begin to see like these wisps of darkness climbing over it and just prying it from the top open. Just like rip. You hear this tearing sensation as the skin like splits in several places, exposing Adira underneath. You are now like up to your hips are in freedom, so just your legs are within, and you just see like all of these shadows just kind of almost circus tent style when they're like setting it up, all pulling like in a circle, creating this awkward and terrifying like shape on the ground in darkness.
And she just continued to sing, and she's like pulling. That's it.
All right, Tower, what are you doing?
I guess I'll summon my Hexblade.
All right, as you summon the blade to your hand, you hear, I can do more for you than you're letting me. Leave this to them.
Voice says, leave this to them. Is it referring to the people already fighting?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I'll just sheath that Hexblade and I'll lean against the doorway and I'll watch.
As you're watching this, you feel the finger tap you on the shoulder. Do you turn?
Yeah.
You watch and you see this kind of ashen-faced woman of alien beauty with this kind of black hair, short cropped undercut swooped over to the side. She's wearing a dress of red that at the bottom just like seems to pool like blood, and she offers her hand to you.
Recognize this figure at all?
It looks very familiar to the depiction of the Claret Lady of the Claret Lady tapestry when you guys walked in the church back on the Vampire Island.
Hold up, is this bitch a vampire?
She does have fangs.
This is the new sword that absorbed the other sword, right?
No, the new sword hasn't been
Oh.
given. Not yet.
Oh.
I still have my regular old hex blade.
Oh, okay.
I believe we talked about the new sword.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was part of your payment to keep the Shatter Kai.
I
on
don't think
board.
you attuned it to though.
Oh,
Or you haven't
yeah, you haven't
stated
had
that you
enough
attuned.
time.
Well, we
it.
haven't rested at all.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I sense that I trust her?
Give me an insight check.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. That was a decent roll. Let me see what my plus on insight is, because I don't have tower stuff memorized yet. Okay. 19.
19. The path she offers is not without cost. But when she looks to you and says, I can return your beloved to you, you believe her.
I'll take her hand.
She begins to lead you in what would otherwise be almost like a sort of seductive way, and begins to lead you back to your cabin, actually. And that is going to bring us to the end of your turn. What? Oh,
Question,
Mhm.
do I pass everything that's going on?
I think the way I
I'm just
picture
like-
this is over in like a far corner away from the captain's cabin. So like you left the captain's cabin, hung out on the deck, saw all this happen, and now you're kind of leaning back towards like against a wall that is really close to the door.
I had been on the deck, then I stormed off below deck.
Oh, that's true. And then you
and
came
then
back
I came
up.
back out. So am I just like passing the carnage?
You know what? You know what? Give me a house roll. We'll see. We'll
Okay.
see what the dice story want to tell. What story
Okay.
do the dice want to tell?
Chocolate swirl says 9.
So, it's an odd number. So yeah, you actually do walk by everyone. You guys watch as Tower has the hand like kind of like outstretched towards nothing, and his eyes are washed over, and what is normally the Yuan T Pureblood's like slitted eyes are now washed over like red with no scleras.
But I want to say, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. Can I say that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It's fine.
And then I keep walking.
Okay. That brings us to Lucian.
I just imagine Lucian is on top of this thing, like straddling, pulling an arm out,
Yes.
and yelling the whole time. While this is like, he's like, ah! And you're like, you're doing a great job. And he just keeps screaming.
Absolutely.
So, I'm gonna yoink this girl out of here.
Athletics check.
Yep.
And you're gonna have advantage.
Cool. I will take advantage. Not that I'm gonna need it. 24.
24. You
Yoink!
get... Everything is there except for a foot is left inside of the skin.
Oh my gosh.
You can
we're
feel
gonna
the
have to cut your leg off.
You can feel the nailed hand around your foot, Adira, holding tightly, like its power, like phasing through your footwear almost and touching your skin in its like cold clamminess.
Isn't I can't see the foot. The foot is still in there.
Yes, the foot is still in the skin. It's like the skin is almost like completely splayed out on the ground now with the shadows pulling. That brings us to the top of the round, Adira. What are you doing?
Hey, Adira's a little bit desperate right now, so she is going to turn and... Can I see the hand holding on to my foot?
Yes, sort of.
Yes.
Well, no, because it's really kind of like closed in by this skin. The skin, like whatever is like beyond this skin is not just like it's like an extra planner. It's like a bag of holding kind of thing where it opens up so into something that you can't see that's not there. So no, you actually can't see it. It's like there's a pouch closed around your ankle almost. Think about it that way.
Okay.
Like a bag of holding.
Okay.
Surprise! All bags of holding are made out of the skin, and
It's just this skin and that's it. And there you go.
It's valid.
Okay. I'm going to. So I don't want to reach back in, but I want to try and get this thing off of me, at the very least, to make it let go very quickly. I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna aim a burning hands down to where my foot is.
okay,
Yep.
go for it.
That's what we're doing. That is 7 fire damage.
You are gonna take this damage as well.
Okay.
So as you aim it out, you take the 7 fire damage. You watch as the skin and like the calluses almost begin to like curl up and burn across. It doesn't release, but the skin surrounding the area does crawl around you. You significantly burn your leg in the process. I'm gonna need a Constitution save from you.
Me? Okay. I'm abandoning my dice from earlier because it's not treating me well. That is gonna be a math 18.
18. You have severely burned because it's so focused. You've severely burned your leg, but you've not done so to a point where it cannot be healed. So congratulations, you did not endure like a long-term injury. Anything else on your turn, Madeira?
Nope, nothing else that I got.
All right, Meredith.
All right, I'm going to keep trying to. Now that I see like most of her body is out, I am going to try to basically pull it completely off. Because
Yeah.
is it like it's still on her per se, like around her foot?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and while the shadows are all still pulling it in a million different directions, there's still resistance.
Yeah.
The skin is doing what you're making it do, but it is still very much alive in its own right. So you're gonna have to figure out how to creatively deal with this skin.
Okay.
Do you want to go ahead and take your action to give that spell check to wrench the skin off?
Yes, but I'm going to do bonus action again.
Okay.
Hex. I'm going to hex it.
Okay. What saving throw?
It is. I'm going to do. I guess I'm going to do strength.
Strength.
Yeah. It's holding
Disadvantage
to her.
on strength saves and ability check, or just saves?
I think it's ability. Choose one ability. Ability checks.
Okay, cool. Great to know.
Yeah. Okay. And then going to try to pull it again.
All right, go ahead and give it to me.
This time, as I'm pulling it, I'm going to try to chuck it over the boat.
All right.
Let's see.
Spell check.
Natural 20 again.
No way!
Back to back.
23.
Just like an army of shadows, just like rip it off of Adira. Your foot is like the footwear is like completely torn off, and like you can see the hand marks of where your foot was being held so tightly, and like a little bit of like blood has almost started to come out of points of piercing damage that would have not been major. Meredith, the shadows grab the skin and like an army in one fluid motion all throw the shadow of the skin off the ship. You watch as it in like flayed out in the open wraps and writhes in the air until it just, you hear the soft as it lands in the water off in the distance.
I will look down at my shadows and all the others. Ah, good work, everyone. Oh, we got rid of ancient magic. Our mother would be pleased.
They all kind of nod in your shadow. It doesn't say anything this time, just kind of like slinks back into its normal space, you know, just kind of shifting ever so slightly. Adira and Lucian, you're left. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you're
There's
left what?
You're kind of left grasping each other, and in the heat of the moment, you're heaving and like covered in a like this black goop mixed with kind of clear mucus just over different points. It's covering your whole body, Adira, wet, hair matted with this weird liquid. And you're just kind of left there in this weird, awkward space.
Adir,
Gripping your arm. Now, what did we learn?
I'm gonna push away from Lincoln and sort of like stumble over to the edge of the deck. Can I see where the skin is?
Sure, make an investigation check. Let's see. Dark vision? Yeah. It's close enough within dark vision to be affected.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to use shape water and just take the mucus off me. If I can do that, I don't know if that's how that works. Why this is happening?
New
It's
uses for shape water every day.
Yeah, it's I'm a shape.
You could
water.
probably use it like a neti pot and just shoot it
Yeah.
up your nose and have it come out the other side and clear out your sinuses.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
That's a 21.
21. It's like it doesn't have the capacity to fly, but it is like in the water writhing and in its own sort of way kind of swimming just under the surface and like maintaining distance with the boat, waiting for an opportunity.
Okay. How far is it from the boat?
It's about 30 feet.
Okay. All right.
It's like a writhing tumor kraken.
Yep. Adira's going to prestidigitation herself clean, and then she's going to turn and we need to get this in the air. I don't know what that thing is, but it's no magic I've seen.
And if you didn't know what it was, why did you touch it? Why did you touch Dorian at all? Why?
Do you see the child? There was someone in there. I was able to get him out.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't just going to leave him in there.
I'm gonna go look at the figure.
You see a body kind of like limply try to press itself up again, that emaciated state. Parts of the black goop have like dripped off, revealing this kind of ashen toned skin. Some of it has matted the like almost oily black hair, and eyes of like with white scleras, but like just black, pitch black irises and pupils just stare at you.
I'm gonna rotation him clean.
You kind of come over and like, you know, square foot by square foot, the black goop evaporates into the air. He's left
Keep
dazed.
your magic off of him.
My magic is the only reason.
Your ends do not justify the means.
My magic is the only reason he's here.
And your magic could have killed him.
My magic is also the only reason that you're here, so how about a little bit of respect?
Are you
Basic concept.
commanding me to do so? And I'll stand up.
He
I
kind
have
of,
no authority.
as you guys are fighting, you can see Dorian start to like hyperventilate.
I'll kneel back.
I walk over to him and I just kind of look him over. Now, what did you do to get dressed like that?
I would say it's safe to say, like, he is in full blown out panic attack and is like not capable of doing anything other than just like breathing heavily over and over again, and like occasionally there's like a sob that just kind of like escapes.
It's okay, Dorian. I'm here now.
I'm gonna sit
Good
in
to have
front
you
of him.
back.
I'm gonna sit in front of him and sort of like lower myself so that I'm making eye contact with him, and I'm gonna say, Dorian, do you remember me? I just breathe in and out. You're free. You're back. I know. Just breathe in with me.
The
Now out.
breathing slows and his head kind of tumbles over, and like Lucian, I imagine your arm, have you placed your hand on him at all?
Yeah, I'm holding Dorian.
His arm crosses over to you, and his head, which is kind of outside of your peripheral, he just like voluntarily lays in like Adira's lap and just like sits there like clutching to both of you, like his hand on her knee and his other hand on like your hand on his arm.
I'm gonna put my hand over his and just very gently like run my thumb over his knuckles. Just, you're all right. You're all right. It's fine. You're okay now.
He just slowly breathes to normal, and then before you know it, he's kind of drifted off into some kind of sleep.
Let's bring him down below. You can manage that, I assume? And I'm looking to Lincoln.
Lucian,
Lucian.
you're
Oh,
good.
why I called you Lincoln.
There was a Lincoln. Hi, David. So, dear, you look to Lucian, and what did you say?
We should bring him down below. You can manage that, I assume?
There's gonna be a glare. And I'll stand up and I'll take Dorian below.
Adira is going to walk in front and like open up doors and lead you to where she was asleep, and like pull down the covers and just leave him here. He needs a bed.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know him?
This is my brother.
So you're related to the Shadow Kai upstairs?
No, I have no idea who they are.
They might be his family.
I'm his family.
You can have more than one person in a family.
Mm-hmm.
I know the concept might be strange to you, and I'm like, I pull the covers up and sort of like tuck him in a little bit and pull a chair and I settle into it. Concept might be strange to you, but it is possible, you know.
Seems there might be a few different concepts we differ on.
Such as?
Risking the life of a being just because you're curious.
I didn't risk anyone's life because I was curious.
Oh, well, then what was this?
I was in his mind.
Hmm?
I was able to speak to him while he was in that form. Do you have any idea the pain that he was in?
I have some idea.
Well, it was excruciating.
Mm-hmm.
And
Did he ask you for help?
he was barely able to form sentences.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody had spoken to him. He hadn't been able to have a conversation. Were you able to hear him? Talk
No.
to him? Give him any semblance of humanity in there?
We've been able to communicate some, yes. He can't speak, or couldn't speak.
Dorian kind of stirs a little bit and just, like, weakly rolls over to both of you, reaches out, and touches both of you, kind of at the closest point that he can reach ever so weakly, and just says, "Thank you both. Please shut up."
Alright. Go.
I'll look at him touching my hand. Sorry, it's not warm. Then I'll leave. Get some sleep.
I'm gonna squeeze his hand and like watch Lucian and settle back into the chair.
I need to go find some crates to break.
All
Or
right.
something.
Real
Yeah.
quick, we're gonna pan over to Tower. Tower, the lady kind of leading you down into your cabin. She kind of gestures towards your bag and then says, "Lock the door."
I lock the door.
That pesky do-gooder vampire girl is getting in the way. So I hid one extra. And she reaches into the bag, and there's one more vial within. She said, and
Am I
she's,
able to still do things of my own free will?
yeah.
I would like to grab her and hold a knife to her throat.
And what would you like to do, Sephiathan, Tower, Hezash?
Yeah, I'm only familiar with one of those.
Of course.
I just want to know what you're actually doing here. And how you know about what I want.
Your malice brought me here.
Well, that's fucking
Your-
vague.
Your love summoned me. Your ambitions drew my attention. A contract unspoken between us.
The fucking me. I don't know what that fucking means.
You're not unintelligent, Tower. A contract, an exchange between two parties. A benefit
Yeah.
for both.
No, I already sold my soul already, so you'll have to get in line.
And who do you think that was to?
Insight check.
Yeah, go for it.
You have my attention.
Natural 20.
Natural 20!
Okay, let me get you the total. Hold on. I don't think I'm great at insight. Oh, I'm decent at insight. 25.
Despite the intoxication of the moment, the prospect of returning Nico to life, this entity is but a figment of your imagination, brought on by traces of this bottle's magical effects.
I slash at it with my knife.
The fumes release into the air. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, baby, come on. Oh shit. 10.
You know what? I am gonna give you advantage because you got a natural 20 leading to, so I'm gonna let that carry over into advantage here.
15.
15. That is the DC.
Nice.
Oh,
DC 15. The fumes begin to pull you in, and you begin to see like Nico in the reflection of the red liquid now poured on the ground, and you feel this urge to just immediately drink it, and then you realize, no, this is just magic. What do you want to do? You have but a moment to respond. The fumes are still in the air, and the door is currently closed, so there's not like
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
know.
air cycling.
I'm getting the fuck out, and that
Okay.
door's opening up.
You bolt out. The pink reddish fumes wafting slightly out, eventually airing out into the night air. You run onto the deck to see Meredith kind of... What is Meredith up to?
After they had took Dorian downstairs, Meredith had watched them for a second, and then just casually glanced over. Do she still see the thing like swimming?
Like the... Oh, yeah. I would
that's
say
in.
make another investigation check. What
Investigation or perception?
Was it perception for you, Adir, or investigation? I think it was perception. Yeah, I think it was perception.
I think it was perception.
Make perception,
Fine.
Meredith.
Normal. 25.
25. Yeah, you can see it just kind of writhing, coiling, and waiting for a moment to strike.
Ugh. Don't like it. Don't like that at all.
I don't either.
And I'm just going to keep watching it to make sure it doesn't like try to claw or try to climb up onto the boat.
Okay. You keep an eye on it, Tower, as you're bolting out of the out of the cabin towards the to the top deck of the ship. I need you and Meredith both to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh. Wait a minute.
Damn it. Stay on.
25.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. 15.
Tower, you get up and somehow your knee is not bothering you like it normally is, and you just barely spin out of the way. Meredith, out of the corner of your eye, you spot Tower almost about to run into you, and you just kind of duck out of the way, and then two of you just kind of stand staring at each other eye to eye in this immediate confrontation of almost going into a tumble with one another.
Yeah, we're not falling off this boat.
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you?
I'm the captain of this ship. This is my ship.
Oh, were you the one that they carried down?
I don't know. Did it look like me?
Did it? I didn't know.
Yes.
Yes, you recall Snitch maybe being a bit too eager to hold the captain and take the captain down.
Okay, Snitch. Okay. Yeah, I guess, Meredith. Thornhearted.
Are you with the winged elves?
Hell no, they stole something from me.
Well, good. Because they fucking stole my ship and put it in a different heading, so I'm gonna write that.
Assuming Lucian didn't talk to you.
No one fucking told me anything.
She takes credit for it.
Well, they did just went down where you came running from. What are you running from? You didn't seem bothered before.
Oh, my cabin. There's some magic potion in there. Don't go in there.
I won't.
Too much fucking magic around here. Where'd they go? Where's Lucian?
Down there, and I kind of point a clawed finger down towards the entrance.
I'm probably storming up to the
Tower.
top deck.
Also,
Anyway.
Tower, because of what you've just been through, I want a deception check or a performance check to see how well you're able to conceal any sort of mingling emotions from seeing Nico and Meredith. I want an insight check.
Okay,
Alright.
okay, that's good. 22.
And Meredith,
11 this time. What you was about to say?
I'm tempted to give you advantage because there's a reason, and I'm trying to
Oh.
figure out if I really want to give you advantage. We'll leave it for now.
Okay.
No advantage.
I'm fine.
Okay. Because, yeah, Gatha only said something about Lucian. So.
Yeah. I would say, I mean, you're able to tell that Tower is maybe a bit the tiniest bit flustered, but like no inkling as to why.
Okay, yeah.
You're frozen, Lindsay. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yep. Sorry, everybody was frozen for me too, so obviously something happened on my end.
Okay.
Cool.
I'd be storming upstairs at this point.
Okay.
I'm a little huffy right now.
Well, when you speak a name, someone summons.
Lucian comes stomping up the stairs.
What is going on?
What?
What the fuck is going on there? Elves, we're going in a different direction. We're going back to fucking Camelot. Whatever the fuck I just saw. Who's this?
Are you pointing to me?
Yes.
I just told you.
This is Meredith. She was riding some sort of bird. Came down, pissed off the elves. Very helps with the negotiations. She's also your new navigator, so you got something out of it.
Wait a minute.
Anyway.
Hold up.
Wait.
So, continuing on.
Both parties go, what?
Everybody just looks to one another like,
I didn't sign anything.
I didn't think you would, but you did navigate the ship. So you're navigating right now. Therefore, navigator currently. There you are.
Leading us in the wrong direction.
Back to where we're going, so we can fly over the continent instead of going around it.
The snitch said we were going back to Camelot.
Yeah, we're going back to Camelot.
Why the fuck are we going back to Camelot?
Repair the ship, get booze. A couple other things.
There's no booze anywhere else in the fucking world.
No, I gave.
We want to go back there and get locked down in their little magic bubble.
Oh no, floaty, winged elves have decided to fly air support, whatever that means now, and they were able to report that. Oh, and Meredith also.
As I say, they
Dragon's
didn't report.
not-
Meredith knew this info.
Meredith knew this. City's not locked down. Dragon's not there. Baron disappeared. City's
Baron's not fucking there right now, and why are we going there if Baron's not there? Thought you were after the Baron.
fine. Yeah, I'm after the Baron.
Why
We
are we
go
going
there,
somewhere where
I
he
get
knows,
If
where
we
we
go
know
there,
he's not?
go there. I get these elves. Help me kill the Baron a little easier.
And also Mavis Reed.
Oh,
We're
and
going to kill her.
Mavis Reed. So, yes, she also wants to kill Mavis Reed. We should have a band of hooligans at this point.
And
Some with
also
wings.
to get my daughter's body back.
Oh,
And you
there
see,
you are.
like,
Since
Gaiam's...
you've been on this deck
like-
this entire time and did
No,
nothing
he
when
just,
I
like,
tackled-
walked... He just walked up from the stairs and kind of, like, creeped in.
Oh, nice to see you in all of the commotion. Yes, and also my dead sister August, whose body was left on the steps. Need to bury her. Also,
And he looks towards Tower and says, I'm glad you're feeling better. I hear you're going by Tower now.
oh, and this
No.
person knows
What
you
does that mean?
as well.
I don't fucking know you.
You're kidding, right?
No, he's Tower.
I need a persuasion check.
A persuasion check? I'm telling the truth.
I know,
That's why it's
why it's a
persuasion.
persuasion.
Why am I trying to persuade people that I'm telling the truth? Damn it, Cal. That's a 10.
Says... Right, and he comes over and he kind of, like, punches you on the shoulder. I know you're joking with me.
Absolutely not. This bitch is getting stabbed.
Oh, I know. He doesn't.
All right, I'm stabbing him. Hold on, trying to find my character sheet again. Not used to this. Okay. That is a 16 to hit.
16 to hit. Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Yeah, doing some quick improv stats here. How much damage?
The life of a DM.
That's what I'm looking at.
1d4 plus whatever your dex is.
Oh, no. I'm stabbing him with my sword.
Oh, you pulled your sword and stabbed a guy.
It's right there.
All right.
I have a hexblade, man. It's right. I didn't put it away. That'll be 7 slashing.
7 slashing. The blade kind of enters, just kind of slices along the side of his gut, not causing any major, issues, but just like a gashing wound. He looks back towards you and goes,
Come near me
Oh.
again.
So anyway,
you don't remember.
I think that was apparently clear. Yes.
It's a great way to repay someone who got you free.
Apparently, they don't remember that either. So.
How about everyone just shut the fuck up about my past? How about that? Let's do that. And talk about where we're going.
Well, what is your name?
Tower.
Well, depending on who you ask.
Tower.
He said it's Tower.
Captain Tower Swale.
Swale. Where'd you get
No
that?
problem with it?
No, I'm trying to figure out where you got that last name.
My late husband.
Suppose it's been several years.
I still don't fucking remember you, and I remember at least 9 years of my life, so yeah, it's been a fucking while.
Do you remember Sisava? And now I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ugh. Oh, okay. That's really good. That's a 21.
And you know what? I'm gonna give this is
I'm
gonna
gonna give
be
you disadvantage.
this is a player choice rather than a character choice. Do you want a memory to surface or not?
The dice said no.
Okay. All right.
Let's stick with the dice.
Okay. There's a tingling of familiarity to the name Sisava, but nothing rings true. Don't remember your own mother. Interesting.
I don't have a mother. So, that would be why. Don't remember it.
I was gonna ask if you knew where she went. Last I saw, she was with you.
Yeah, I don't have a fucking mother. Good try. Good try.
Anyway, we're going to Camelot for
For
fuel.
no good reason.
No, we're going for bones,
You
booze.
can get bones fucking anywhere. We've got, 7 elves?
And you can also repair your ship properly.
I'd like to
I
see you
think we
try
did a
to
good
take any of
job.
us.
I'm also just gonna casually look over the ship just to make sure that thing is not
That thing's just there.
just like,
hanging
hey guys.
Urgency.
Okay, so I think I want a house roll, which is a D12. It's the way we give
Ooh.
some love to the D12, which is like the unloved adopted child of the polyhedral dice.
It is. It's the middle child.
Unless
Yeah.
you're a barbarian, then.
Unless you're a
then
barbarian.
Yeah.
friend.
Adira, do you think you would have stayed with Dorian for a while? Do you think you would have eventually made your way up top?
I think I would have stayed with Dorian until he like settled into sleep, and then I would have like made my way up top.
Okay, yeah. I think it's safe to say you're probably up top right about now. So everyone's kind of in the group. Meredith, what was your check?
11. A
11.
D12.
D12. Okay. As you look over the edge, you notice that it's not within view. You check the sides. It's not attached onto the side of the boat or anything. Just not visible.
I will just speak up. Well, that little thing. I don't know if we left it behind, it drowned, or it might be under the ship, but I can't see it.
Thing,
I'm
what is she
gonna-
talking about?
I'm gonna make my way over to the edge and kind of like lean down over to just look at the water at this point. Very panicked.
The mass of flesh that covered the deck and this, in reference to all the mucus everywhere.
It was a kiss. It was, most likely ancient fae, maybe.
It was a woman. She was terrifying and unsettling and skeletal. She was
So there's a woman in the water that's following us?
No, it's
no, she wasn't here. She was puppeting that thing from some other realm. It's ancient magic. It's
Did you go into its thoughts as well, and it told you that?
I laugh at that. I don't know what to like. It just sounds like a damn dig.
Adira, like I don't even look at him. I'm just like, so yeah. Are there any windows in the room where we
We're on
left
the-
Dorian?
You guys are on the deck, on the deck. So like
She
top
left
deck.
Dorian.
There's
Oh,
open.
we're there.
No, we left
Oh.
Dorian.
Oh, no.
If it
I
was
don't
the
think
hospital, yes, but if it's not the hospital,
no.
Yeah, no, it's the room where Adira woke up. Right, well, I don't know what that thing was, but it was incredibly powerful. And if it didn't drown, then it's likely still hunting us. So we need to get the ship airborne as quickly as possible.
And to get that, you will need bones.
Yes, do we have any left? And I'm looking at like everybody who's been awake.
to the kitchen.
Sorry, I only heard like
Go to
The
the
last-
kitchen.
oh. I'm gonna kind of look at everyone. It's just like, is nobody concerned?
About the thing? Yes.
Okay, thank you. What's your name?
What is yours?
Adiria.
Adara. I am Meredith Thornhart. I would say nice to meet you, but under these circumstances. And I look around.
Thank you for your help, by the way, truly.
No one in the circle is happy.
No.
Yeah.
And Meredith is just thinking stock is just like, this is chaotic. We love it.
No, I'm
Yep.
I'm definitely like agitated and pacing at this point. Like there's a lot going on. And it's like, do I kill everyone? Do I just jump ship myself and leave?
Just, nope, I'm out.
Yeah.
Just
No, I
jump
just-
overboard.
Listen, you are out. Yeah, I'll turn to Tower. Listen, you were out. I had to make a few quick decisions as we were all outnumbered, surrounded by well-armed assailants. So, worked out a couple
Numbered.
deals.
Outnumbered. There are 7 of them.
Yes. And the only ones on the deck were 3 unconscious people who couldn't defend themselves, myself, Snitch, and she showed up later. I think,
Meredith, your shadow reaches towards Adiria and kind of melds with hers as well.
I look. Hmm.
So, Rosie's there shortly, and the quartermaster as well, but, I could only kill them all fast enough to maybe not have the entire ship slaughtered, but you would have killed pretty much everyone, I think. So, I probably would have killed them anyway if it wasn't sunlight out, though. So, this is very inconvenient.
You should wear a shroud.
I was.
Now that's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the one with the orange frilly feathers?
No.
I hope so.
That thing.
Did you tear them off?
I found a hood.
I should have left you to stay dead. You've brought me nothing but trouble.
Wasn't my first intention to be brought back in the first place.
Had a choice. Didn't have to come back. I offered you one.
But unfortunately, sometimes duty outweighs want.
Yes, well, you can't fault anyone for your duty, can you? But since we're all standing around and nobody seems to be particularly concerned with the malevolent ancient magic that seems to be hunting us, I'm going to go find some bones so that we can get this thing flying again.
In the kitchen, like I said.
Yes, that's where I'm going.
Okay, go.
Meredith will follow.
And
As
you're
we're walking down,
Yeah, go for
as
it.
we're walking down, Adira's going to turn and say, "I do really appreciate your help, by the way."
You're welcome. It's more so messing. Did you know that you was messing with something of a kind of like a fae, or did you underestimate it?
No, I wasn't aware until I got in there, and at that point I really couldn't leave him, you know? So, calculated risk, I suppose.
That could have been foolish. Most likely foolish. But brave.
Most things are either foolish and brave, or smart and not brave, and I've spent quite a bit of my life doing the smart thing. So, here we are. Now I'm on this ship. And seems that I'm the only reasonable one.
Seems angry. Is that normal like that?
From my experience, I've only been with them for a day, maybe. But I haven't heard a kind word between them yet. So, yes. The captain has threatened the crew many a time. In a very short time. So.
Interesting. They seem to be very loyal.
They seem to be very loyal. It's an interesting dynamic that I haven't quite figured out.
Well, fear is a powerful motivator.
And yeah.
Sorry about asking, but Lucian, he has more discord about his state of nature. And I kind of like get a little too close for comfort. And I look, basically, and I look over her and look down at her shadow. You don't seem as discontent.
I've been this way for quite some time now. I've had the benefit of time to process my situation. I'm sure with time, Lucian, like many of us, will come to accept the new reality, but it is difficult in the first few months, years. It's an adjustment.
Well,
I'm not surprised. We all usually have a teenage phase. But it's usually adults, so it's grown-ups as teenagers again, but with grown-up faculties and, So it's particularly bad.
that's unfortunate.
Imagine
You better get it together before he loses himself even more. It'll be quite a shame, really.
Yeah. So, you said that the elves took something from you.
Yes.
What was that?
A ring. Something that was very important to me. They're lucky that I didn't rip it from their corpse.
I don't doubt that you could. Did you get it back?
No, they said they're going to look for it. And I think I have kind of brokered a deal to ensure that. One thing for another.
I'd be interested to see what you were brokering to give them. Sorry, I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
Why?
Just seems interesting. They seem to have gone to a lot of trouble. I'm not unlearned in the arcane arts, and it seems to me that you are quite talented with whatever magical ability you possess. So it seems like they went to a lot of work to get that ring. And I'd be interested in knowing what you have that makes them so eager to give it back.
Well, are you interested? Or are you more just curious?
Bit of both, I suppose. I'm very easily fascinated by things.
At this point, you guys have kind of been outside of the door to the kitchen for like 5 minutes. And like
Yeah.
beyond it, you just hear this like neglectful stumbling of feet and the opening of the door, and a bald dwarf with like completely hairless on the face just like angrily stares at you. Will you shut up?
Oh my gosh, he spoke? You
And
pissed him-
I
you
looked
pissed
down.
him off.
He talks.
I did not know there was a person behind that door. I looked down.
What
We will.
do you need?
We will shut up.
He's
if you give us-
asking what you need? That's even worse.
We will shut up if you give us bones.
I gave you all of them. Leave me alone.
Wonderful. Thank you. I'm just gonna try to walk away and close the door.
Slams the door.
Adira's already walking away. She kind of calls back. She's like, "That one's not particularly friendly either." Slams the door quite a lot, right in your face.
I see. And I can follow. The ship just seems to be full of discontent.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Maybe you should have a party.
I
You
don't
had one.
know.
Awesome.
I honestly, I'm a little concerned that if we did have any sort of party, someone would end up dead.
That's a party.
I
All
mean,
Bathory siblings went like at the same time.
others,
Shall
others
we
is
go
like,
around?
Family resemblance. The Baron's gonna be doing this when you meet him. Sorry. Okay, I'm done.
We
The
broke
last time I
out.
met him, he just smiled and hit me with an axe. I wasn't gonna say stab me with an axe, because I don't actually know what the right word
Strike
slash
/ strike.
because I
Chop.
kind of like left it in though, so like
Cleaved.
Okay. All right. Sorry for the sidetrack. Continue.
But I do follow Adira. And I will say to her, that boy, maybe you should check on him just in case
Yeah.
that thing might have taken hold again.
Yes, I'm a little concerned. There's no windows, but we should check. Yeah. You can come along if you want.
And I just follow.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna detour to go check out Dorian.
You get to the door, and his eyes are washed over red, and as you enter the room, his, like, expression softens towards you. Lyrian? And just runs towards you, Adira, and, like, clutches you, and, like, hugs you desperately.
Oh.
I didn't,
Adira's gonna like hug back.
I didn't realize you were alive. Come with me.
Dorian, no.
Does he
Dorian.
look like enchanted, or does he just look
His
like he's
eyes are
hallucinating?
washed over red, is the obvious thing. Like, there is a slight red glow over his whole eye. That's what you can visually see.
Okay. Can I check Can I do a medicine check to see
Sure.
if like
See
He's
what
like
medical
this.
science, what biology
Yeah.
might be in effect. Yeah, go for it.
okay, this is normal medicine. 10.
You can't detect anything other than just the fact that he, like, honestly, he's walking and, like, just looking at him, you're like, how do you even have the muscle to, like, walk? That's what your brain notices, but nothing beyond that.
Did you give him drugs?
No, but there are drugs here. I'm gonna like pat his back and like take him by the shoulders and push him back a little bit and just Dorian, do you know where you are?
Val, stop it. It's really important. We need to go this way. You're pushing me the wrong way.
No, just one moment. Just one moment.
Don't-
and I'm gonna cast
Don't you
detect
realize
magic.
this is about you? Go ahead and cast detect magic. As your eyes flash, what do your eyes flash over a color? Does the spell take on a form for you?
My eyes flash red.
Mhm.
The irises glow a little bit, and like a red mist kind of compasses, like kind of breezes over him
Mhm.
and lights up
Okay.
different. Yeah.
As you're looking at him, you detect this like pink aura around him, which you are able, like in the casting of the spells, you're able to identify as enchantment magic.
All right. Dorian, what is it that you need?
I heard. Did you not hear Eglantine crying out? She needs our help.
No. Dorian, I think you were dreaming.
No, I'm not dreaming, Val. Stop gaslighting me. It's this way. Like, and he
Dorian.
tries to push back you, but like he's like a 6 strength and is like barely any pressure.
I'm gonna turn to Meredith and say, "Go get Lucian."
That might be a bad idea.
First, do he look like he's going to like do anything harmful, or is it more like he's just panicked?
Give me an insight check, actually. I want to see an insight check.
24.
24. He is eager to try and do what he believes is the right thing. There's a sense of nobility behind what he's doing. He's not about to lash out at anyone.
Okay. All right. I'll be back, and I will kind of dart out. Lucian, your friend is up, and he's paranoid.
Excuse me. I'll come down more composed than I was.
As you get to the point where Adira and Dorian are kind of in conflict, Dorian, like, as you keep pushing him back, he says, Val, stop it! Stop! Get out of my fucking way! Somebody has to do something. Sephiathid's gone!
No, Dorian. They're bringing her here. You just have to wait. They're bringing her here.
You trust them?
Lucian is bringing her here. Lucian is here.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Is a math. That's a 19.
19. Fine. He kind of wrestles himself away. Fine. We'll wait for Lucian.
Yes, Lucian's coming. Just sit down.
I'll come in.
Fuck this.
And I'm behind Lucian. I'm just kind of standing in the doorway watching.
Dorian, what's wrong?
Can you not hear Eglantine?
I'm
You were
gonna
supposed
go-
to bring her! She's crying! She's screaming! How can you not hear her?
I'm gonna go up to Lucian and I'm gonna whisper, he's under some sort of enchantment. I can't break it right now.
I might be able to fight it. I'll look at him. Dorian, look at me. Look at my eyes. And I cast signature spell Charm Person.
Interesting. Okay.
DC is 18.
17.
Mm-hmm.
The red washes over. What color does your kind of enchantment magic look like when it washes over somebody? when it takes an appearance. Not that it always does.
Right, it's different now because I think it's like a dark blue
Mm-hmm.
ish black kind of.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
it.
yeah. Like a midnight blue kind of washes over
Mhm.
marbling the red.
Dorian, can you hear me?
Of course I can hear you. What?
What were you just talking about?
I think I was just talking to Val. He left. Can't remember why.
Do you know why you were talking to Val?
No, can't remember.
Do you know where you are?
What a silly question. We're just outside the bathhouse.
No.
I can
We're
hear
on-
the water. We're right outside the... Stop screwing with me. I can smell the dragon kiss berries.
Hmm.
They're that way. And he points to the doorway behind that he was previously trying to get through.
We're on a ship in the middle of the ocean.
Look, Sephiathan was always the jokester, not you. You're a terrible liar.
I'll speak in Draconic. Would I lie to you?
You're always so serious. And he, like, takes his emaciated arm, which kind of, like, flops on your shoulder. You've got to learn to let go. Enjoy life a little.
Look at your wrist.
What?
Is that the normal size that your wrist is?
Well, just because I'm not half human doesn't mean I'm some freakish thin-boned thing. Come on! Let's go. Let's go. Take a bath. Wash all this off. Clear mind. Maybe I'll play some piano. It's been a while since I've
No,
tickled the keys.
You've had a rough day. You should sleep.
Make a persuasion check. With advantage, yeah. It's charm.
16.
Okay. Fine. Fine, I'll go to bed.
You wouldn't want to be caught after hours.
Fine. Have it your way then. Kind of just walks over to his bed lazily, lies down, and like, out of pure body exhaustion, just sleep.
I think that curse still has an hold.
Yes, it seems like something has a hold of him.
Meredith, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw now.
Holy fuck! Wasn't expecting it. No. Wisdom saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep hanging out below deck, guys. This is a great space to be.
A 10. Tower, real quick, I do want to get back to you, Meredith. Tower, what are you doing?
Well, I guess Lucian walked off.
I think, yeah.
So I'm left on deck with the elves?
The Shatterkai, and you can hear the footsteps of a stairway. So, like, I want to put the ball in your court. If there's anything you want to do right now, tend to that. But there
No.
is somebody making their way towards you. Okay. The slightly shimmering skin, especially in the blue moonlight of Esmeralda, comes up to you. And kind of with these knowing eyes approaches you. It's unsettling seeing her in this like youthful disguised form and now in like more of a mature feminine visage. Comes over. That was a lot of visions you just dealt with.
Are you going to be creepy and vague and make allusions to my past too? Because I'm fucking done.
I'm more interested in hearing from your perspective what you're interested in. Because I think I might be able to help you.
If I have one more fucking person tell me that they're going to help me, I will throw you over the ship and hope that thing eats you.
She kind of, like, sits on the deck. I'm interested in bringing someone back to life, too.
For you.
Just saying there was a bit of, let's say, family secrets that Adira wasn't trusted with. And I think I can help you there. If you're interested. Of course, this is no charity act. I would start it and use it for my own gain as well. Simple as that. Mutual benefit.
Cough. And I'm gonna go to the cabin.
You too! She kind of leaves. You go off to the cabin. What do you do?
Throw a temper tantrum. I throw shit.
Stuff
Break
breaks.
whatever's around.
Clatters, breaking and everything. And, you end up kind of pushing the bed off to the side with a shove, causing scratches along the wall and the desk. And underneath you see the, music box.
Get rid of this thing. Throw it at the door.
You take it. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
You're just hoping one of these days I'm gonna roll low enough.
Is this like when Lucian tried to make a history check an entire session and couldn't get one?
15.
15. You take it, and you full force try to throw it, and it just kind of like floats behind you in the air.
So I go to throw it and it just isn't in my hand?
Yeah. Like you
And
go
it's,
to
like,
throw
floating
it,
back
and it
there?
like pulls out of your hand. It's like like it's stuck in the air like an immovable rod. Like you try to throw an immovable rod and you have so much force, but your hands are slippery and it just slicks off. It just kind of floats and wafts in the air.
Opening some fucking windows in here, because it needs fresh air.
What else do you do?
It's just still floating in the air.
Yeah, it's just floating in the air in front of you.
If you did put some windows in, you could have somebody crawl in your window finally.
I have windows.
Mm-hmm.
I always make sure all of my characters have windows now, and there has still not been an attractive woman crawling into any of them. Cal.
Tower wouldn't even appreciate it.
It doesn't matter.
It's the principle of the thing at this point. Everyone else had an attractive woman crawl in their window.
I don't think Lucian did.
Okay, fine.
I had a chicken though. It's okay.
None
Same
of the Ron Bathories have had an attractive woman crawl through their window, but everybody else did. By like session 3. Just saying. So it's just floating there. I'm gonna try to hit it with my hex blade.
Okay. You summon the blade, make an attack.
I mean, I didn't really have to summon it, it's already there.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
That is a 25 to hit.
25 hits, deal your damage.
Damn it. Okay. That is a 7.
As you slice through this, across the ship, in the middle of sleep, you hear Dorian scream in agony. The music box clatters to the ground, halved. Damaged. And Tower, you hear this scream from the other side of the ship. It is blood-curdling and just rattles through the wood. That's it.
I am going to leave my cabin now. And I'm going to start screaming at everyone to get off my ship.
As you do so, do you all have any immediate reactions to Tower kind of screaming at on the ship?
Dorian or Tower?
Well,
Because Dorian is with him when he screams, right? Because that would happen first.
yeah, so Dorian is with them and screams. And then, yeah, that happens first. Okay, so yeah, what do you do when Dorian screams?
Look
Is
at
there
it.
any like visible injury?
No visible injury.
Okay. He must be having some sort of nightmare.
Meredith, I want to go back to you. What did we roll with you again?
10.
A 10. And this was for, remind me again?
I'm not sure. Wisdom save? It was definitely a wisdom save.
Yes.
Yeah.
You hear, like this silky, deep, rich voice that you know all too well.
Oh no. Oh no.
And you eerily look behind you, and you see the form of your late husband. Dark, rich, warm-toned skin, dark hair, these deep, dark brown eyes, just staring at you, offering a hand. Come with me.
Just stare at him in disbelief. You can't be here.
I jumped through a few hoops, but I'm here now.
Not without a cost. What did you pay?
Don't ask me that question. Just come.
Meredith kind of like leans against the door frame and kind of closes her eyes. Not yet.
Make a wisdom saving throw with advantage. This is the kind of magic you're used to. This is like playtime with Gethel.
Yeah. Ugh. Wisdom saving throw with advantage. Please. 14.
14. Not quite high enough. He leads you up onto the deck. Tower, infuriated, comes running out of this cabin. Tower yelling, everyone get off the ship.
Yep, not actually gonna yell, but
Yeah.
I want everyone off my fucking ship.
I'm on top of the deck now, right?
Yep.
I will see Tara yelling about getting off the ship. I look around. And I look back at Silas. We can't leave her. She'll be lonely.
Leave who?
Get off my ship. I want everyone off my fucking ship.
And I look at Silas again. Cirsa, she'll miss us.
She's got people to take care of her. She'll be fine. We can have the life we were meant to have together. Tower begins to like march through the vision, walk straight through Silas.
With that, as Tower kind of like marches through, I kind of pull back and look down. And I will look at Tower, and I will just say, "Hit me." Hopefully, this can beat me away.
I love it. I love it.
Pain is a good motivator.
It's just like circumstantially, this is kind of golden.
Just go ahead and hit me. Just hit me.
Punch me in the face. Let's go.
Sometimes you just gotta take a punch in the face to wake you out of a dream, you know?
That's how it's gotta be.
I'll punch.
All right. No blade?
Okay. Hold on, I don't usually do punches.
Unarmed.
Shit. Okay. That would be 15 to hit, right? Because I'm not proficient in unarmed.
Yeah.
Can I just like stand there?
Yeah.
And just
I would say, you just take the hit. Yeah, go ahead and deal you deal 1 plus strength modifier damage. Meredith, take
that would be 3.
3. And Meredith, take a wisdom save.
Okay. Still with advantage or no?
Yeah. You can take advantage.
Oh my god. Oh, this one got a hold on me, guys.
Oh no.
Rip. I will stumble backwards and look back at Silas because he's still there, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. I'm real. Here, touch me. And he holds out his hand.
I grab him. Grab his hand.
You feel the warmth of his hand that you haven't known for 3 years?
I guess 3 to 5 years, I think. 3 years. Yeah, 3 years.
Emotion overwhelms you.
Oh shit, yeah. Oh god, I am torn. She keeps thinking about Cirsa. And I'll grab his hand.
In front of Meredith, this bubble of shadow just wafts into existence, spiraling around itself, opening larger and larger. And beyond it, I'm going to say, for the sake of storytelling, Adira and Lucian have made their way up. And all of you look in this sphere, including Tower. And on the other side, you can see what looks like a dried up riverbed, broken, mangled, dead trees, and underneath of them, several individuals kind of huddling. Under one is Nico. Under the other is Silas. Under another are the Deschamps, your parents, Adira. And Lucian, you see all of your siblings, except for August. Particularly at the forefront is Eglantine.
All of them?
All of them except for Sophiathan. Sophiathan and August.
I also see Dorian.
No, sorry, you don't see Dorian. My bad. You see Valerian. Valerian looks like Dorian.
I see all the dead siblings, is what you're telling me?
Yes, you see all
Right,
the dead
but
siblings.
I don't see August.
Mm-hmm. Nope, you don't see August.
Okay, so what you're saying is I only see Valerian and Eglantine.
Ophelia.
And Ophelia.
Ophelia. Okay, Ophelia. So I see 3 siblings.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But I don't see August. Which means...
Something.
Something.
The longer you all look, the more figures from your life begin to show up who have died. Kind of appearing in more significant towards the front to less significant in the last. Until this riverbed and mangled trees are just full of crowds of people, some of which you've killed. A voice speaks out to all of you. This is what I can offer you. And slowly, one by one, each person most important to you recovers, standing up. Cold, clammy skin washing over with warmth and fresh color. New clothing. How do you all respond? What do you all do?
Meredith is still holding Silas's hand. And she looks behind him at kind of like a trail of people that she recognized that she had taken their life. And she'll call out to whatever this voice is. What is your price?
What do the rest of you say? Or do?
Adira takes like a halting step forward, and I go, "How?"
I grab Adira.
I'm not good with this. Sorry, go ahead.
I grab Adira. Is this your potions doing?
I don't think so.
Is
Adira,
she
if
still
you-
wearing that stupid bandolier of potions?
What?
Are you wearing it
Yeah.
or?
I have it like slung around my like
Shoulder, yeah.
arm.
Mhm.
No, I don't recognize this as the potion.
When the
I have
potion
one.
was working on me, I saw things like this. Get rid of it.
I can't.
I grabbed the bandolier off of her.
Okay, what do you do with it?
I'm throwing it overboard.
Splashes 30 or 40 or more feet away. The shadowy image remains.
Is Meredith like is touching this person from the image, right?
Yeah, she's holding on to his hand.
Mhm.
So unhot, you should let go.
Don't let
Let
him
go.
come between us.
Oh God, I don't know. Jeez, she is definitely going to look. She's going to say again to the voice, "What is your price?"
Let go.
And
I need you feel Silas's hand grow cold. And whatever being he was begins to kind of phase through you. You feel a new sensation. Tingling in the bones, blood racing for a brief moment, but nothing more yet.
There's nothing. They can't do it. Nothing can. And I'm gonna go over to the shadowy whatever. And I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast it. I don't have my spells left.
Yep.
I've just got my Warlock.
Eldritch Blast kind of goes into it, and the mist kind of spirals around it like smoke around a gust of wind, but it kind of recollects right after.
Keep going. It's a cantrip. I'm just going.
Okay. I need everybody to make a dexterity save.
Okay.
Oh,
Aw.
literally any other save.
Not you, Tower. You're the source.
Oh, okay.
You're shooting everybody else.
Because that's a 2, and I have a -1.
That's a 5.
My
God.
dex is that bad.
21.
I got a 15.
Okay, what's your I was about to say we're kind of homebrewing this. Go ahead and roll 1 Eldritch Blast damage for Adira.
Oh, damage.
Yep.
Hold on, I gotta dig out a d10.
You shoot off a good 10 or so. 4?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Adira, you take 4 force damage.
Would you stop? It's not going to work. It's not working.
Not until this thing goes the fuck away.
You still grabbing onto the person?
Meredith, there is an amount of control you feel like you could exert here. But to do so means to give in to whatever this power is. You will be entering a contract by closing this window of possibility, shall we say.
Yeah. Mother told me
I would
not to
say
make
you
deals.
I would say you know this though. I would say you are in
Yeah.
full consciousness of this moment. You know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's definitely a deal. Got too much to lose. I will just an image I think of uh, that same brown eyes. I imagine it. I remember it on a small baby girl,
Mm.
and I'll just tell him, "Wait for me," and I let go and back away.
The body phases out of you and spirals into the mist. Your tree begins to bloom and the bodies begin to decay, going into the ground where, in some ways, they belong. Water begins to spring from your section of the vision.
I will turn away from it and not look, and just kind of just look out.
Adira, your parents look to you. You're going to leave us then?
You left me a long time ago. You're dead.
At the word dead, the bodies almost like obliterate more dramatically into dust, receding to the tree that was your people. Returning to the ground, it sprouts, blooms, and springs forth water. Lucian or Tower, what do you do? Or do Adira and Meredith make you do something? I don't know. You have full faculties.
If I have to see your ghosts one more time, I'm going to not avenge you. Go away.
All of them decay, except for Eglantine,
That's not fair.
who walks towards you. Young, changeling girl, porcelain skin, pure blue eyes. She looks at you.
No.
You can send them away. But I will always be with you. And she looks down at the dagger that you stabbed into her chest, just kind of sitting there, blood welling over it. She looks to you. She looks down again. Your hand is on the dagger. You're back in kind of the riverbed where you had to turn the corner quickly to protect yourself. The pink washing over her eyes. You're back in that headspace. Instinct kicks in. It all washes back. And she holds her hands over yours. Can you really do it again?
If I must. I've already made an oath. Leave.
Almost involuntarily, instinct taking over again, you plunge the dagger further into her chest. Her body fades back beneath the tree blooms springs water. Tower?
Just as a quick side note, when I see this last person, is this the person that the gnome showed me in the vision?
The one in front of Tower is, yes.
Okay. All right.
I would like Meredith, Adira, and Lucian to make Arcana checks. Tower, what are you doing?
Yeah, this whole thing is fucking impossible. So,
Nico looks back at you. I waited here for a while. Hoping to see you here at some point.
why would you want to see me here? Where is here?
A waiting room of sorts. I've delayed going. Have unfinished business.
So you were waiting for me to die to join you here?
No. You... And he kind of walks towards you. And sure, little step back. He reaches out a hand that, had you stayed close, would have wrapped around the back of the base of the neck. Says, "You're ambitious, Tower. And you get what you want. And I don't know. I thought you might want me so bad that you'd come up with some crazy way to bring me back to life."
Fucking died, so...
Did you say it was a fucking waste?
What part?
Me waiting?
Not a waste yet. I got time. I've got ideas. Gonna keep looking.
So you are working towards it.
Yeah.
Then I'll keep waiting. I believe in you.
Yeah. That was always your mistake, really.
I'm sure you'll say that me loving you was a mistake too.
Huge mistake. You fucked up there. Just fucking fucked up. I mean, that's what got you killed in the first place. If you didn't do that. So.
He walks towards you. Do you step back?
Yep.
Just like starting over. Huh, in a weird way.
I don't want to fucking start over. That took for fucking ever.
Yeah,
Like,
it did.
yeah, it fucking did.
At this point, Adira, Meredith, and Lucian, what are your Arcana checks?
21.
12.
Oh, God!
Yeah.
Yeah, this just kind of plays out in front of you for a while. And Nico kind of like steps out of this orb now. And it's taken on this like ghostly form. And as he does, you notice that the sphere of shadow begins to shrink. Do any
So
of you
hang
do
on.
anything?
So hang on, the 21 doesn't get us anything either?
Oh wait, you got a 21. I thought you said
Yeah.
1.
No,
Oh. Oh, okay. I was like 1, 5, and 12. Yeah, you guys get nothing. Okay. There is some part of the negative planes that this is connected to. This is some kind of possible reality. Albeit
So we need-
far disconnected.
So we need to be full of good vibes for this to go away. Guys, we're screwed.
And in that vein, you do, while it is its own substantial power source, it feeds off of your own thoughts. It feeds off of your intentions. And as Tower admits to this course of action, you suspect that it has pulled its focus from all of you and is now kind of manifesting in some sort of entity dealing with Tower right now.
Tower, it's not him. It's feeding on you.
You don't fucking know what it is.
How many hit points do you have? Tower.
I
You don't
do
know that. You don't get to know that. That's metagaming.
Yeah, how many hit points do you
Yeah.
have? What does that mean?
I do know what it is. It's an entity, and it's feeding on you.
Oh, that's fucking specific. I believe you now.
I'm already here. I've been here.
Listen, you can do what you want. You always do, apparently. I'm trying to help. It's not him. Now, if you want to continue to live your life searching for him, great. Fantastic. Searching for a way to bring him back. But this isn't it.
I'm here. I'm here every time you pull that blade.
Sorry, you cut out. What'd you say at the beginning?
What does that mean?
It just means I'm here.
What, about me pulling the hex blade? What does that mean? That you're here?
You keep me close. That's how.
Fucking
all your
vague
efforts
too,
into
isn't
that.
it? What?
You, in your sheer stubbornness, kept me tethered to you. It wasn't until now
Stubborn?
that I was able to say something.
Bullshit. Sorry.
Tower, whoever this is at the bottom of the ocean. He's not here. There are ways to bring him back, but this isn't one of them.
Always a price.
Price. Fuck.
You've already paid half the price. It's just a follow through at this point. Like I said, I can wait.
Look at that, I've already made a down payment.
What's the half? What's the first half?
He just looks to the sword.
I mean, that was part of the plan. I thought maybe whatever, you know, do magic and shit. Maybe I could figure out a way to bring you back that way.
You're doing great. Actually. Kinda surprising me.
Surprising you, I'm...
I'll be here. When you're ready. When you've figured it out.
Yeah. Just keep waiting. I'm working on it.
He holds out his hand towards you.
Like, as like a handshake?
Not so much as like more of a you to place your hand on top of his. Almost like a courting gesture.
Okay. I'll touch his hand.
What do the rest of you do? The rest of you do anything?
We'll look at Tower and then look at this entity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it like in the form of a person now, or is
Yes,
it just...
it's very much a person, and actually I could send you all an image. And I believe it was also sent to, I sent it to Mick a while ago.
Yes, yeah, you did.
But you've got kind of a squared jawline, short dark hair, kind of paler skin, kind of on the thinner side, scrawnier build. But this is the figure you see, kind of in a smoky, ghostly sort of way in front of Tower.
Okay. I'm going to say to Tower, and is that what he looks like? Your beloved.
I'd to him if he didn't.
Wait, where was it posted? Oh.
I will.
That's a handsome boy.
Anymore. I will. Ooh, this might be fucked up, but
Insight. Is anyone about to make aggressive actions towards this individual?
to the individual or to Tower?
To individual, not to Tower.
Meredith,
Yeah.
maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm rolling insight, because I don't want that to happen. So.
Not to. Yeah,
9,
not to the.
sorry.
Not to the creature. Ugh. I'm just going to do it. You'll probably be pissed at me in the morning. And I will cast sleep onto Tower.
Oh, shit! Shit! Wait, how many hit points does Tower have? Because
Yeah,
That's why I asked that question.
Yeah, I don't know, so it's just going to work. I'm going to see if it works. So casting it at second level. Is it second level? Or is it first level?
First level spell, but you could cast it at higher level.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
more
you just add
dice.
more
Yeah.
dice.
Yeah, you add like 2 more
Actually,
dice per level.
I don't think I can do that for this one.
No, oh
because
yeah.
because I don't have the spell slots.
Yeah.
I have more than half down of my hit points. I won't say
But I
how
will
many.
just cast it. Okay. Does 24?
I'm asleep.
Shit! Tower, you reach out your hand. It rests
I had
upon
20.
Nico. Meredith, how does this spell manifest?
I will begin singing. Kind of like a lullaby. Hush now, be still. Rest and put it at ease. And I continue to sing, and I'm pointing to where you see the shadows. Kind of, my shadow kind of burns up to Tower's shadow and just begins to caress its head.
this soothing washes over you as you make this contact, and losing consciousness, Nico just dissipates into air. And you guys watch as like Tower kind of falls down, Meredith's shadow kind of like assisting the shadow down, laying Tower slowly on the deck. Lasts for a minute, right?
It lasts. Let me look at the duration. I'm gonna get
10
punched
minutes,
again.
I think. I think it's 10 minutes.
Duration 1 minute.
That's
So-
it.
1 minute.
Wait, really?
Really?
I
That's,
Hold on, let
I
me
think
look.
that's
I'm gonna-
right. Yeah, I think that's correct, actually.
By the spell falls unconscious until the spell ends. The sleeper, or the sleeper takes damage, or someone uses. Yeah, only a minute. So that's like what, 6 rounds? Yeah,
Mm.
that's it though.
10
But
rounds. You
it's only a minute.
Tower falls
jeez.
asleep, and as you all kind of look at the situation, Adira, Lucian, and Meredith in full functioning awakeness, is there anything you would like to say before we fade to black on tonight's session?
If I have to see another freaking ghost, I'm gonna lose it.
Meredith will look at Adira and Lucian. If he tries to cut my head off, please get in the way.
We might want to tie him up to something. 'Cause I honestly don't think anything.
No,
Mutiny!
that's a terrible idea. Let's not tie up the captain to a ship that's loyal to him. That's a bad idea.
I'm so glad you said something. I was like,
No.
oh, this is about to get really interesting.
Lucian, I don't know if you understand the notion of sarcasm.
Oh, was that what that was?
Yes.
Hmm.
Honestly, I don't know if there's going to be anything that will stop Tower from whatever Tower's going to do when he wakes up, but we will try.
Oh, you could always kill him and bring him back. Hmm.
3 vampires. 4.
Don't make Tower a vampire.
No!
That would be
Everyone
the
is just
worst
raising up.
idea.
And that also.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's
exactly.
about to give Tower many ideas.
Yeah.
The funny thing is it reminded me that I hadn't finished leveling up my character.
And with
For
that,
3
I think that's a great place to close tonight. So, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next Thursday. Or
Goodbye.
Wednesday. Bye.
Bye.